Ancient Egypt was a land of mystery and wonder. Its civilization flourished along the banks of the Nile River, creating a rich tapestry of culture, art and religion that continues to captivate us today. The Egyptians worshipped many gods, each with their own unique attributes and stories. These deities played a crucial role in the daily lives of the people, influencing everything from the harvest to the afterlife. One of the most important and revered of these gods was Ra, the sun god. Ra was often depicted with the head of a falcon, crowned with a sun disk, symbolizing his dominion over the sky and the sun. Ra was the giver of life. He brought warmth and light to the world, essential for the growth of crops and the sustenance of life. Every day, Ra would travel across the sky in his solar boat, bringing daylight to the world. Egyptians believed he controlled the seasons, ensuring the cyclical nature of life and death. They also believed he protected them from evil forces, such as the serpent Apep, who threatened to plunge the world into chaos. Ra was a powerful deity, and his worship was central to Egyptian religion. Temples dedicated to Ra were built across the land, and priests performed daily rituals to honor him and ensure his favor. His influence can be seen in many aspects of Egyptian culture, from the grand architecture of temples and pyramids to the intricate carvings and paintings that adorned their walls. Ra's presence was ever present. From art and architecture to religion and mythology, Ra left an undeniable mark on ancient Egypt. His legacy continues to be a source of fascination and inspiration, reminding us of the enduring power of the sun and the gods who once ruled the land of the Pharaohs. Egyptian mythology is full of fascinating stories. One story tells of Ra's birth. He emerged from the primordial waters of Nun. Nun represented chaos. Ra's birth symbolized the emergence of order from chaos. He created himself. This demonstrated his immense power. Ra was not alone in the universe. He created other gods and goddesses. Shu was the god of air. Tefnut was the goddess of moisture. Together, they helped Ra to establish the world as we know it. Ra was believed to travel across the sky each day in his solar boat. He sailed from east to west. This journey represented the cycle of day and night. Each morning Ra rose from the underworld. He brought light and warmth to the land. In the evening, Ra descended into the underworld. There he battled Apophis, the serpent of chaos. Apophis sought to devour the sun and plunge the world into darkness. Ra's victory each night ensured the continuation of life and order. Ra possessed a powerful weapon, the Eye of Ra. This was a powerful symbol in Egyptian mythology. It represented Ra's immense power and protection. The Eye of Ra could unleash devastating destruction upon Ra's enemies. The Eye of Ra was also associated with goddesses like Sekhmet and Bastet. They acted as Ra's protectors. They could be fierce and vengeful when necessary. This highlighted the dual nature of Ra's power. He was both benevolent and fearsome, embodying both creation and destruction. Ra was more than just a sun god. He was also considered the king of the gods. He was responsible for maintaining order and justice. The pharaohs of Egypt were believed to be Ra's representatives on earth. They derived their authority from him. Ra's reign brought prosperity to Egypt. He provided sunlight for the crops. He ensured the annual flooding of the Nile River. This was essential for agriculture. Ra's rule was seen as a time of peace and abundance. Ra was worshipped throughout ancient Egypt. Temples were built in his honor. Heliopolis, the city of the sun, was a major center of Ra worship. People gathered at these temples to offer prayers and sacrifices to the sun god. Religious rituals were performed daily to honor Ra. Priests played a crucial role in these ceremonies. They made offerings of food, drink, and incense to the god. They also chanted hymns and performed dances. The ancient Egyptians used many symbols to represent Ra. The most common was the sun disk. It was often depicted with rays of light emanating from it. This symbolized Ra's life-giving energy. Obelisks, tall four-sided pillars, were also associated with Ra. They were often erected in pairs at the entrances to temples. The phoenix, a mythical bird that rose from its own ashes, was another symbol of Ra. It represented rebirth and renewal. Ra was frequently depicted in ancient Egyptian art. His presence was ubiquitous, symbolizing not just his divine status, but also the central role he played in the daily lives of the ancient Egyptians. He was often shown as a man with the head of a falcon. This unique depiction was not arbitrary, it was deeply symbolic. The falcon, a bird of prey, represented keen vision and dominance, qualities attributed to Ra. This symbolized his strength and his association with the sky. The sky was seen as a vast, powerful domain, and Ra, as the sun god, was believed to traverse it daily, bringing light and life to the world. Ra was also shown wearing the sun disk on his head. This sun disk was more than just an ornament. It was a potent symbol of his role as the sun god, the source of all energy and life. The colours gold and red were commonly used in depictions of Ra. Gold, with its radiant and unchanging nature, was associated with the eternal and divine aspects of Ra. Gold represented the sun's radiance. It was a colour that conveyed the brilliance and the life-giving power of the sun, which Ra embodied. Red symbolized the sun's heat and power. It was a colour that evoked the intense energy and the life-sustaining warmth of the sun, attributes that were central to Ra's identity. Ra's image was everywhere in ancient Egypt. From the grand temples to the humble homes, his depictions served as a constant reminder of his omnipresence and his vital role in the cosmos. It served as a constant reminder of his power and presence. The ancient Egyptians believed that by venerating Ra through art, they could ensure his favour and maintain the balance of the world. His depictions were not just artistic expressions, but were integral to the spiritual and cultural fabric of ancient Egyptian society. Ra's influence on ancient Egyptian culture was profound. His worship shaped religious beliefs and practices for centuries. The pharaohs based their authority on their connection to Ra. Egyptian art and architecture were filled with symbols of the sun god. Even after the decline of ancient Egypt, Ra's legacy lived on. His story continued to fascinate people. He became a subject of study for scholars and historians. His image appeared in literature, art, and popular culture. Ra, the Egyptian sun god, remains an enduring symbol of ancient Egyptian civilization. His influence can be seen in the art, architecture, and religious practices that have survived through the ages. The reverence for Ra was not just limited to the elite or the priests. It permeated every level of society, from the grand temples to the humble homes of ordinary Egyptians. He represents the power of the sun, the importance of order, and the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. The sun's daily journey across the sky was a powerful metaphor for the cycle of life, a reminder that each day brought new opportunities and challenges. Ra's presence in the sky was a constant source of inspiration and hope for the people, reinforcing the idea that light would always triumph over darkness. His story continues to captivate us. The myths and legends surrounding Ra are filled with rich symbolism and profound lessons that resonate even today. From his battles with the serpent Apep to his role in the creation of the world, Ra's narrative is a testament to the human desire to understand the mysteries of existence and the forces that shape our lives. Ra's journey across the sky reminded the ancient Egyptians of the importance of light and warmth. The sun was not just a source of physical sustenance, but also a symbol of spiritual enlightenment and growth. The daily rise and set of the sun were seen as a divine performance, a celestial drama that played out in the heavens and mirrored the human experience on earth. It also reminded them of the constant battle between order and chaos. Ra's nightly journey through the underworld, where he fought against the forces of darkness, was a powerful allegory for the struggles that each person faced in their own life. This eternal conflict between light and dark, order and chaos, was central to the Egyptian worldview and influenced their understanding of morality, justice, and the afterlife. Ra's legacy is a testament to the power of ancient Egyptian beliefs and their ability to endure across millennia. The stories and symbols associated with Ra have transcended time, continuing to inspire and fascinate people around the world. Whether through the majestic pyramids that stand as a tribute to his glory, or the intricate hieroglyphs that tell his tale, Ra's influence is a reminder of the enduring power of human imagination and the quest for meaning in the universe. Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, a name synonymous with exploration and discovery, was born in Switzerland in 1784. He grew up in a privileged family, receiving a classical education that ignited a passion for history and languages. Burckhardt's thirst for knowledge extended beyond the confines of Europe. He yearned to explore the distant lands of the Orient, captivated by their ancient civilizations and rich cultures. Little did he know that his name would be etched in history as a pioneer of exploration, forever linked to the rediscovery of some of the world's most awe-inspiring archaeological treasures. Burckhardt's early years were marked by a deep fascination with the world beyond his Swiss homeland. He devoured tales of adventure and exploration, his imagination ignited by the accounts of early travellers. His academic pursuits reflected this thirst for knowledge, excelling in his studies of history, geography and languages. These disciplines provided him with a strong foundation, equipping him with the tools necessary to navigate the complexities of the Orient. With each passing year, his desire to experience these distant lands firsthand grew stronger, setting the stage for an extraordinary life of exploration and discovery. Burckhardt's family, while supportive of his academic pursuits, held reservations about his ambitions to travel to the east. The region was perceived as dangerous and unpredictable, fraught with risks that worried his loved ones. However, Burckhardt's determination remained unwavering. He understood the challenges that lay ahead but was undeterred. His resolve to explore the Orient, to immerse himself in its cultures and uncover its secrets, fueled his determination to overcome any obstacle in his path. This unwavering spirit would serve him well in the years to come, guiding him through the triumphs and tribulations of his extraordinary journeys. Determined to realize his dreams, Burckhardt embarked on a period of rigorous preparation. He journeyed to London in 1806, immersing himself in the city's intellectual circles. He honed his Arabic language skills at Cambridge, recognizing the importance of mastering local dialects to navigate the complexities of communication in the East. This linguistic dedication was not merely academic, it was a testament to Burckhardt's respect for the cultures he sought to engage with. His studies went beyond language acquisition, encompassing a deep dive into the history, customs and religious practices of the Arab world. He delved into the accounts of previous explorers, scrutinizing their successes and failures, gleaning valuable insights from their experiences. Burckhardt recognized that knowledge, particularly cultural sensitivity, would be his greatest asset in navigating the challenges of the Orient. His preparations were meticulous, reflecting a blend of academic rigor and practical wisdom, shaping him into an explorer uniquely equipped for the journey ahead. In 1809, under the auspices of the African Association, a London-based organization dedicated to exploring the African continent, Burckhardt embarked on his journey to Cairo. This marked the beginning of his transformation from a scholar into an explorer, stepping out of the libraries and lecture halls and into the heart of the unknown. The voyage to Cairo was arduous, fraught with the challenges of sea travel during that era. Yet, Burckhardt faced each obstacle with unwavering determination, his spirit buoyed by the knowledge that he was one step closer to realizing his lifelong dream. His arrival in Cairo marked the beginning of his immersive experience in the Arab world. He dedicated himself to perfecting his Arabic, adopting local customs, and immersing himself in the rhythms of life along the Nile. He understood that to truly connect with the people and places he aimed to explore, he needed to blend in, to shed the persona of a European outsider and embrace the guise of a traveler who respected and appreciated the nuances of their culture. This commitment to cultural immersion would prove invaluable in the years to come, enabling him to gain access to places and people that had remained hidden from the outside world. Donning the persona of Sheikh Ibrahim ibn Abdallah, a guise meticulously crafted to blend into local communities, Burckhardt embarked on his exploration of the Ottoman Empire's southern regions. This strategic adoption of a local identity was essential for his safety and success. It allowed him to navigate sensitive religious and cultural landscapes, facilitating interactions with local populations who might have been wary of a European traveller. His disguise was more than just a change of clothes. It was an embodiment of his commitment to respectful exploration. In 1812, while journeying through the rugged landscapes of present-day Jordan, Burckhardt encountered Bedouin tribesmen who spoke of a hidden city carved into the sandstone cliffs. Intrigued by their descriptions, he persuaded them to guide him to this mysterious place, unaware that he was about to rediscover one of antiquity's most spectacular lost cities, Petra. The journey was fraught with challenges, navigating treacherous terrain and negotiating with wary locals. Yet Burckhardt's perseverance, fueled by a thirst for discovery, led him to the very heart of this hidden wonder. As he stood before the treasury, Petra's most iconic monument, carved with astonishing detail into the sheer rock face, Burckhardt was awestruck. He meticulously documented the ruins, sketching detailed drawings and recording intricate measurements. He recognized the historical significance of his discovery, understanding that he was rediscovering a lost civilization, a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of the Nabatean people. His meticulous documentation, carried out under the guise of a simple traveler, would prove crucial in reintroducing Petra to the world. Despite his awe at the grandeur of Petra, Burckhardt remained committed to his assumed identity. He knew that revealing his true purpose could jeopardize his safety and limit his access to other hidden treasures. He feigned disinterest, downplaying the significance of the ruins to avoid arousing suspicion. This act of calculated indifference, a testament to his adaptability and quick thinking, allowed him to complete his exploration of Petra and continue his journey, carrying with him the knowledge of a rediscovered wonder that would captivate the world's imagination. Burckhardt's journey continued southward, leading him to Egypt, a land steeped in ancient history. He immersed himself in the study of hieroglyphics, recognizing the importance of deciphering these ancient scripts to unlock the secrets of Egypt's past. His linguistic talents, honed through years of dedicated study, proved invaluable as he grappled with the complexities of this ancient writing system. His efforts, while preliminary, contributed to the growing field of Egyptology, laying the groundwork for future scholars who would ultimately crack the code of hieroglyphics. In 1813, while travelling along the Nile, Burckhardt's attention was drawn to tales of colossal statues buried in the sand near the village of Abu Simbel. Intrigued, he ventured into the desert, guided by local stories and rumours. His perseverance was rewarded when he stumbled upon the awe-inspiring temple complex of Abu Simbel, half buried by the shifting sands of time. The sight of these colossal statues, carved with such grandeur and scale, left him speechless. He recognized the historical significance of his discovery, understanding that he was standing before a monument of unparalleled grandeur, a testament to the power and ambition of Pharaoh Rameses II. He meticulously documented the site, his detailed descriptions and sketches capturing the magnificence of the temple complex. Burckhardt's discovery at Abu Simbel, alongside his rediscovery of Petra, cemented his legacy as a pioneer of archaeology, a man who brought to light some of the ancient world's most spectacular treasures. Despite the challenges he faced, the scorching heat, the unforgiving terrain, and the constant need to maintain his assumed identity, Burckhardt's spirit never wavered. He pressed on, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a profound respect for the cultures he encountered. His journey through Egypt was more than just a geographical exploration. It was a testament to the power of human curiosity. A journey that revealed the enduring allure of ancient civilizations and the thrill of uncovering their hidden wonders. Deep within the heart of Egypt, the Nile River flows. It courses through a land of ancient wonders. On an island, amidst the flowing waters, stands a testament to a bygone era, the Philae Temple. This architectural marvel, with its towering pylons and intricate carvings, has captivated travellers for centuries. The echoes of pharaohs whisper through its corridors. The grandeur of the Roman Empire left its mark. Today, the Philae Temple stands as a beacon from the past. Its beauty and history continue to inspire awe. Join us now as we embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of the Philae Temple. Philae, an island once believed to be the last place on earth to be touched by the rays of the setting sun. It was here, in this sacred space, that the ancient Egyptians built a temple. It was dedicated to Isis, the goddess of magic, motherhood and healing. The temple complex, a dazzling display of artistry and engineering, was a place of pilgrimage. People came from far and wide to seek the goddess's favour. They offered prayers and gifts. The air was thick with incense. The sound of chanting priests echoed through the halls. Philae was a sanctuary where the divine and mortal realms intertwined. The temple itself reflected the Egyptians' understanding of the cosmos. The story of Philae Temple begins not with a single pharaoh, but with many. Over centuries, from the late period to the Ptolemaic kingdom, they added their own mark to the island. Each addition was a testament to their devotion to Isis, a goddess deeply intertwined with the Egyptian belief in life, death and rebirth. The earliest structures were humble compared to the grand edifices of later years, yet they held a powerful significance. These were not merely buildings of stone, they were seen as the dwelling place of the divine. As each pharaoh ascended to power, they sought to honour Isis in grander and more elaborate ways. Massive pylons adorned with carvings depicting the pharaoh's victories and piety rose towards the heavens. At the heart of the Philae Temple complex lay the sanctuary of Isis. This was the most sacred space within the temple. It was here that the cult statue of the goddess was kept. The sanctuary was a place of profound mystery. Only the pharaoh and a select few priests were allowed to enter its hallowed halls. Here, amidst flickering oil lamps and the scent of incense, they performed daily rituals to honour Isis. The walls of the sanctuary were adorned with intricate reliefs. These images told the story of Isis and Osiris, her husband, who had been murdered by their brother Set. Every inch of the Philae temple was a testament to the skill and artistry of the ancient Egyptian builders. They used simple tools, yet they created structures of astonishing size and complexity. The walls of the temple were adorned with thousands of hieroglyphs. These intricate symbols, carved into the stone with astonishing detail, told the stories of the gods, the pharaohs, and the Egyptian people. They served as a reminder of the temple's sacred purpose and provided a glimpse into the beliefs and values of a civilization long gone. Scholars painstakingly decipher the hieroglyphs, piecing together the story of the Philae temple. Each inscription is a window into the past, offering a glimpse into the hearts and minds of the ancient Egyptians. The Ptolemaic dynasty, descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals, embraced Egypt as their own. They recognized the power of tradition, the importance of maintaining the old ways to secure their rule. The Philae temple, already a place of significant religious and cultural importance, became a focal point for their patronage. Under the Ptolemies, the temple complex underwent a period of expansion and embellishment. New structures were added, each grander than the last. The Ptolemies sought to outdo their predecessors, to leave their own indelible mark on this sacred site. The temple became a symbol not just of religious devotion, but of royal power and prestige. The graceful columns and intricate floral motifs hinted at the influence of the Hellenic world, blending seamlessly with the existing Egyptian architecture. With the arrival of the Romans, Egypt entered a new chapter in its long history. Yet the reverence for Philae temple continued. The Romans, ever pragmatic, recognized the importance of respecting local customs and beliefs. The Roman emperors, keen to legitimize their rule in Egypt, continued the tradition of honoring Isis. They funded the construction of new buildings within the temple complex. The temple, already a testament to centuries of Egyptian faith, now bore witness to the might of Rome. The Roman presence at Philae is most evident in the kiosk of Trajan. This grand structure, with its massive columns and open design, served as a ceremonial gateway to the temple. The Philae temple was more than just a place of worship for Isis. It was a microcosm of the religious syncretism that characterized Egypt during the Roman period. Here, Egyptian and Roman gods were worshipped side by side. Beliefs and practices intertwined, creating a rich and complex religious tapestry. One of the most striking examples of this religious fusion is the worship of Imhotep. Originally a mortal architect and physician during the Old Kingdom, Imhotep had been elevated to the status of a god of healing. At Philae, his cult thrived alongside that of Isis. The Philae temple, throughout its long history, served as a testament to the enduring power of faith. It was a place where cultures and beliefs intertwined, creating a unique and vibrant religious landscape. Philae temple. More than just a collection of stones, it was and remains deeply intertwined with its environment. The ancient Egyptians saw the temple, situated on its island, as a microcosm of the cosmos. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, played a crucial role in the temple's symbolism and function. The annual floods, though destructive, were also seen as a time of renewal. They deposited fertile silt on the surrounding land, ensuring bountiful harvests. The temple, rising above the floodwaters, symbolized the triumph of order over chaos. The island itself, known as Philae in ancient times, was considered sacred. It was believed to be the burial place of Osiris, the god of the underworld and rebirth. For centuries, the Nile River nourished Philae Temple. Its waters carried stories of countless generations. Pilgrims came, drawn to the temple's beauty and power. The Nile was integral to the temple's rituals. Priests used its water for purification. They navigated its currents in small boats. The Nile's ebb and flow mirrored life cycles. Philae Temple offered hope and solace. Time, as it often does, brought change to the Nile River and the Philae Temple. The construction of the Aswan Low Dam in the early 20th century altered the river's natural flow. The temple, once accustomed to the annual floods, now found itself partially submerged for much of the year. Recognizing the threat posed by the rising waters, UNESCO stepped in. They recognized the Philae Temple as a World Heritage Site. It was a place of outstanding universal value, a testament to human creativity and ingenuity. A daring and unprecedented rescue plan was devised. The temple would be dismantled block by numbered block and moved to higher ground. The first phase of the rescue project involved constructing a cofferdam around the island of Philae. This massive barrier, built to hold back the waters of the Nile, was a feat of engineering in itself. It had to be strong enough to withstand the pressure of millions of gallons of water, yet delicate enough to avoid damaging the very monument it was meant to protect. With the cofferdam in place, the painstaking work of dismantling the temple began. Each stone, some weighing as much as 20 tons, had to be carefully documented, numbered and removed. The stones, once separated, were transported by barge to their new home, a nearby island named Agilkia. This island, carefully chosen for its resemblance to Philae's original shape, would become the temple's new sanctuary. Agilkia, once a barren rock, was transformed into a mirror image of Philae. The temple, meticulously reassembled using the original stones, rose again in its full glory. The carvings, the columns, the sanctuaries, all were painstakingly restored, ensuring that the spirit of Philae lived on. The relocation of the Philae Temple was not merely a triumph of engineering, it was a testament to the power of international collaboration. Today, the Philae Temple stands on Agilkia Island as a beacon of resilience. The waters of the Nile, once threatening to consume it, now lap gently at its base, a constant reminder of the enduring power of human ingenuity. The ancient Egyptians were masters of symbolism, and the Philae Temple is replete with hidden meanings. One fascinating aspect is the temple's alignment with the rising sun. During the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the sun's rays would penetrate deep into the temple's inner sanctuaries, symbolically illuminating the statue of Isis. The acoustics of the Philae Temple are another intriguing feature. The ancient architects designed the temple's halls and chambers to enhance sound. The chanting of priests, the music of sistrums and drums would have reverberated within these spaces, creating an immersive and ethereal soundscape. Even today, visitors to the Philae Temple can experience echoes of this sonic past. The Philae Temple, despite its grandeur, was never truly finished. The last pylon, intended to be the temple's crowning glory, was left incomplete. Legend has it that the workers, sensing the imminent arrival of the Romans, downed their tools and fled, leaving the pylon unfinished. Another tale speaks of a wise old stonemason who, entrusted with carving the final inscription on the pylon, had a vision. Knowing that his work would one day be submerged beneath the Nile, he chose to leave the pylon unfinished, a symbolic act of acceptance of the cyclical nature of time and fate. The unfinished pylon stands as a poignant reminder that even the grandest of human endeavours are subject to the whims of fate and the passage of time. The Philae Temple, standing on its new island home, is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It symbolises resilience, a monument to our need to create, believe and connect with something greater. For centuries, this sacred site witnessed the ebb and flow of civilizations. Pharaohs, Ptolemies, Romans each left their mark, adding to its storied history. Once threatened by the Nile, it now stands as a beacon of hope, preserving our cultural heritage. Philae's stories about the people who built, worshipped and found meaning within its walls. It's a tale of belief, time's cycle and the human spirit overcoming adversity. The sands of Egypt hold more than just ancient ruins and buried treasure. They whisper stories of a civilization that thrived for millennia. Journey with us now as we peel back the layers of time and uncover the culinary world of the ancient Egyptians. Imagine the Nile River, a glistening ribbon of life meandering through the desert. Its fertile banks gave birth to a civilization that would become a beacon of art, architecture and culture. The food of ancient Egypt wasn't merely sustenance. It was a reflection of their beliefs, their social structure and their deep connection to the land. Through their cuisine, we can catch a glimpse of their world. Their culinary legacy, much like their towering pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity and sophistication. They transformed simple ingredients, gifted to them by the Nile, into dishes both practical and indulgent. They understood the art of flavour, the delicate dance of herbs and spices, and the importance of preserving food in a land where the sun blazed relentlessly. It's time to uncover the secrets of their kitchens, explore the ingredients that graced their tables, and discover the flavours that tantalised their palates. Join us as we embark on a culinary adventure through time. Prepare to be transported back in time to a world where food was more than just sustenance. It was a celebration of life itself. The Nile River, often referred to as the father of life by the ancient Egyptians, was much more than a waterway. It was the lifeblood of the civilization, its ebb and flow dictating the rhythm of their lives. Wheat, barley and emmer, these grains, nurtured by the Nile's annual floods, were the staples of their daily bread. Bread, in its various forms, was the cornerstone of their meals, a testament to the land's generosity. Lentils, chickpeas and fava beans, these protein-rich legumes, added variety and sustenance to their diet. The ancient Egyptians were masters of cultivating the land, coaxing life from the desert with their intricate irrigation systems. Their agricultural prowess ensured a steady supply of these essential crops, forming the foundation of a cuisine that was as diverse as it was nourishing. Onions, garlic and leeks, these pungent bulbs, added depth and complexity to their dishes. Lettuce, cucumbers and radishes, these refreshing vegetables provided a welcome respite from the desert heat. Dates, figs and pomegranates, these sweet treats offered a burst of natural sugar and were enjoyed fresh or dried. The Nile Valley, with its fertile soil and predictable floods, provided the ancient Egyptians with a rich tapestry of flavours. They embraced the land's offerings, incorporating a variety of vegetables and fruits into their diet, creating a cuisine that was both flavourful and nutritious. Fish, abundant in the Nile, was a staple protein source, particularly for those living near the river. Fish was often dried, salted or smoked, preserving it for leaner times. Fowls such as ducks, geese and pigeons were also a part of their diet. Meat from cattle, sheep and goats was a more luxurious food, reserved for special occasions or the elite. The ancient Egyptians were skilled hunters and fishermen, supplementing their plant-based diet with protein from the Nile and the surrounding land. From the humble fisherman to the wealthy landowner, protein sources varied, reflecting the social hierarchy of the time. Imagine the aroma of roasted meat filling the air during a feast, a symbol of wealth and prosperity. While the common people of Egypt relied on the Nile's bounty for their sustenance, the pharaohs and the elite enjoyed a lavish and diverse diet. For the pharaohs, food was not merely fuel. It was a symbol of their status, power, and divine right to rule. Spices like cumin, coriander and saffron imported from distant lands infused their dishes with exotic aromas and tastes. Honey, a symbol of wealth and luxury, was used liberally to sweeten their food and drinks. The pharaohs dined on delicacies that were beyond the reach of ordinary Egyptians. Their tables boasted roasted gazelle, wild duck, and even ostrich, hunted in the distant deserts and brought back to the palace as a testament to their power. Wine, a symbol of celebration and abundance, flowed freely at these lavish banquets. Sweets, made with honey, dates and figs, provided a sweet ending to their extravagant meals. The pharaohs' meals were a far cry from the simple fare of their subjects. Their diets were a reflection of their wealth, power and access to resources that were beyond the reach of ordinary Egyptians. The pharaoh, considered a living god, had access to the most exclusive and luxurious foods, a diet designed to reflect his divine status. His meals were prepared by a dedicated team of cooks who adhered to strict rituals and guidelines to ensure their purity and quality. While the pharaohs and the elite indulged in lavish feasts, the lives of ordinary Egyptians revolved around a more modest but no less flavourful culinary tradition. Imagine bustling marketplaces, filled with the sights, sounds and smells of daily life, where farmers brought their produce, fishermen their catch, and bakers their freshly baked bread. The common people, while not privy to the exotic ingredients that graced the pharaoh's tables, possessed a deep understanding of how to transform simple, locally sourced ingredients into satisfying and flavourful meals. They understood the art of preserving food, drying fish and meats in the scorching desert sun, pickling vegetables in vinegar and salt, ensuring that nothing went to waste. Their meals were a celebration of the Nile's bounty, a testament to their resilience and their ability to adapt to the challenges of their environment. The ancient Egyptians, masters of agriculture, cultivated a dazzling array of fruits that thrived in the fertile Nile Valley. Dates, with their sticky sweetness and chewy texture, were a staple food, a source of natural sugar and energy. Dates were enjoyed fresh, dried, used to sweeten cakes and breads, or even fermented into a mildly alcoholic beverage. Figs, plump and bursting with juicy sweetness, were another beloved fruit. Figs were eaten fresh, dried into chewy treats, or used to make jams and preserves. Pomegranates, with their jewel-toned seeds and tart, refreshing flavour, were highly prized. Pomegranates were enjoyed fresh, their juice used to make refreshing drinks, or their seeds sprinkled over salads and desserts for a touch of colour and tang. Grapes, cultivated in vineyards that stretched along the Nile Delta, were a symbol of abundance and celebration. Grapes were enjoyed fresh, dried into raisins, or most famously fermented into wine, a beverage enjoyed by both the living and the dead. Watermelons, with their juicy, refreshing flesh, provided a welcome respite from the desert heat. Watermelons were enjoyed fresh, their juice quenching thirst and providing much-needed hydration under the scorching sun. These fruits, gifts of the fertile Nile Valley, were more than just food to the ancient Egyptians. They were symbols of life, abundance, and the generosity of the gods. They were woven into the fabric of their daily lives, their flavors enjoyed by pharaohs and peasants alike. Fishermen skilled in the art of netting and trapping would cast their nets into the Nile's waters, hauling in a variety of fish from small perch to large Nile perch, their silver scales glinting in the sun. Fish, a valuable source of protein, was prepared in a variety of ways. It was grilled over open fires, baked in clay ovens, dried in the sun, or salted and preserved for leaner times. While fish was a staple for many, meat was a more luxurious food, reserved for special occasions or for those who could afford it. Cattle, sheep and goats, domesticated animals that grazed on the fertile land along the Nile, provided a source of meat, milk and hides. Hunting, while not as prevalent as fishing or animal husbandry, also played a role in providing meat for the Egyptian table. Honey, often referred to as liquid gold by the ancient Egyptians, was far more than just a sweetener. It was a symbol of purity, a gift from the gods and a prized ingredient in their culinary repertoire. Honey was used to sweeten cakes, pastries and desserts, adding a touch of luxury to their otherwise simple fare. But honey's role in ancient Egyptian cuisine extended far beyond sweetening. It was used as a glaze for roasted meats, its sweetness caramelizing over the fire, creating a rich, flavorful crust. Honey was also used as a preservative, its antibacterial properties extending the shelf life of fruits, vegetables, and even meats. The ancient Egyptians, renowned for their trade networks that spanned the ancient world, had access to a treasure trove of spices, each one adding its unique flavor and aroma to their cuisine. Imagine caravans laden with exotic spices arriving from distant lands, their arrival a cause for celebration in the bustling marketplaces of ancient Egypt. Cumin, with its warm, earthy flavor, was a staple spice used generously in stews, soups and roasted meats. Imagine the comforting aroma of cumin seeds toasted in a clay pot, their essential oils released, filling the air with their warm, inviting scent. Coriander, with its citrusy, slightly sweet flavor, was another favorite, used to add a refreshing note to dishes. Imagine the delicate green leaves of the coriander plant, chopped finely and sprinkled over salads, stews and even desserts. Their fresh, vibrant flavor a welcome contrast to the richness of many Egyptian dishes. Fennel, with its licorice-like flavor, was used to add a subtle aniseed note to dishes, particularly those featuring fish or seafood. Imagine the delicate fronds of the fennel bulb, used to infuse broths and stews with their unique flavor, adding a layer of complexity to the overall taste. The ancient Egyptians were remarkably innovative in their culinary practices. They developed techniques for preserving food and brewing beverages. Fermentation was well understood by the ancient Egyptians. They used it to create beer, a staple drink. Bread making involved sourdough starter, giving bread its tangy flavour. They also created sweets using honey, dates, figs and nuts. These innovations left an indelible mark on the world of food and drink. Our journey through the kitchens and fields of ancient Egypt draws to a close, leaving us with a profound appreciation for a civilization that understood the art of sustenance and celebration. We've explored the bounty of the Nile, from its humble grains to its succulent fruits, witnessing how these simple ingredients were transformed into meals that nourished both body and soul. Imagine the echoes of laughter and conversation around a fire as families gathered to share their daily bread, the aroma of spices mingling with the smoke, creating a sensory experience that transcended time. Food wasn't merely fuel for the ancient Egyptians. It was a thread that wove together the fabric of their society, connecting them to the land, their gods, and each other. We've delved into the grand feasts of the pharaohs, where exotic delicacies and imported spices were a testament to their power and influence. Yet, even amidst such opulence, the essence of Egyptian cuisine remained rooted in the land's bounty, a reminder that even the most powerful rulers were ultimately dependent on the Nile's generosity. From the humblest farmer to the mighty pharaoh, food played a pivotal role in shaping the lives, beliefs, and traditions of this remarkable civilization. Their culinary legacy, much like their towering pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity, resourcefulness, and deep-rooted connection to the natural world. As we bid farewell to the sights, smells, and tastes of ancient Egypt, let us carry with us a newfound appreciation for the simple yet profound act of sharing a meal. Their story reminds us that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of life, a bridge across cultures and generations, and a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. The echoes of their culinary traditions can still be heard in the cuisines of modern Egypt and beyond, a testament to the enduring legacy of a civilization that understood the true meaning of a life well lived, one shared with loved ones, around a table laden with the fruits of the earth. Their story is a reminder that even as time marches on, the fundamental human need for nourishment and connection remains unchanged. So the next time you break bread with loved ones, take a moment to appreciate the legacy of the ancient Egyptians, whose culinary innovations continue to enrich our lives today. Their story, etched in stone and whispered by the desert winds, reminds us that even the grandest civilizations are built upon the simple foundation of a shared meal. Saqqara, a timeless necropolis. Egypt, a land steeped in history and ancient wonders. Join me, if you will, on a journey to Saqqara. Saqqara, a vast necropolis south of Cairo, whispers tales of pharaohs and ancient rites. Imagine a desert landscape, the silence broken only by the wind. Here lies Saqqara, a testament to Egypt's enduring legacy. This sprawling site is a treasure trove of tombs, temples and pyramids. For over 3,000 years, Saqqara served as the burial ground for Memphis. Memphis, the ancient capital of Egypt. Saqqara's historical significance is immeasurable. It provides an unparalleled glimpse into ancient Egyptian life, death and belief systems. Unlike the more famous Giza Plateau, Saqqara boasts monuments from various periods of Egyptian history. This makes it a truly unique window into the evolution of Egyptian civilization. From the Old Kingdom to the late period, Saqqara holds secrets waiting to be unveiled. The Step Pyramid, an architectural marvel. Dominating the Saqqara skyline is the Step Pyramid of Djoser. This architectural marvel, built in the 27th century BC, is a sight to behold. Imagine a pyramid not with smooth sides, but with 6 massive steps. This is the Step Pyramid, a revolutionary structure that changed the course of Egyptian architecture. The Step Pyramid was the brainchild of Imhotep, a genius architect and polymath. Prior to the Step Pyramid, tombs were simple rectangular structures known as mastabas. Imhotep's vision, however, was far grander. He conceived of stacking mastabas, one on top of the other, creating a towering symbol of royal power. The result was the world's first monumental stone structure, a testament to Imhotep's ingenuity. The Step Pyramid is not just a tomb, it is a symbol of innovation and human ambition. Pyramids of the 5th and 6th dynasties. The Step Pyramid of Djoser may be Saqqara's most iconic monument, but it is far from the only pyramid at this sprawling site. The 5th and 6th dynasties also left their mark on Saqqara, constructing pyramids that, while smaller than Djoser's masterpiece, are no less intriguing. These later pyramids, often referred to as true pyramids due to their smooth sides, reflect the evolution of pyramid building techniques. Among these, the Pyramid of Unas stands out. This pyramid, though modest in size, holds a special place in Egyptian history as the final resting place of Pharaoh Unas. The Pyramid of Unas is remarkable for another reason. It contains the earliest known examples of pyramid texts. These texts, inscribed on the walls of the pyramid's inner chambers, are a collection of spells and incantations intended to assist the deceased pharaoh in the afterlife. Unveiling the secrets of the Serapeum. Deep beneath the sands of Saqqara lies another wonder, the Serapeum. This subterranean complex, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, served a unique purpose. It was the burial ground for the Apis bulls. To the ancient Egyptians, the Apis bull was no ordinary animal. It was considered a living embodiment of the god Ptah, the patron deity of Memphis. When an Apis bull died, it was mummified and interred in the Serapeum with great ceremony. These burials were lavish affairs, accompanied by offerings of food, jewellery, and other precious objects. The Serapeum's discovery in the 19th century caused a sensation. The massive granite sarcophagi, some weighing over 60 tons, contained not only the mummified remains of the bulls, but also a wealth of artifacts that provided invaluable insights into this ancient cult. Saqqara's significance extends far beyond the Old Kingdom. It continued to be an active burial ground for centuries, reflecting the ebb and flow of Egyptian history. During the First Intermediate Period, a time of political upheaval and decentralization, Saqqara witnessed the construction of new tombs and the expansion of older ones. These tombs, while perhaps less grand than their Old Kingdom predecessors, reflect the changing political landscape and the emergence of new regional powers. The Middle Kingdom saw a resurgence of royal power and a renewed interest in Saqqara. Pharaohs of this era, eager to connect with their glorious ancestors, commissioned new monuments and restored older ones. It was during the New Kingdom, however, that Saqqara experienced another period of intense activity. The pharaohs of this era, though they had moved their capital to Thebes, still recognized the importance of Saqqara as a sacred site. While the pyramids and the Serapeum may be the most famous attractions at Saqqara, the site is also home to hundreds of tombs belonging to high-ranking officials, priests, and other members of the elite. These tombs, often elaborately decorated with scenes from daily life, offer a fascinating glimpse into the lives of the people who lived and worked in ancient Memphis. The walls of these tombs are covered in vibrant paintings and intricate carvings, depicting everything from hunting and fishing expeditions to religious rituals and funerary banquets. These scenes are not merely decorative. They served a symbolic purpose, providing the deceased with provisions and entertainment in the afterlife. They also offer us a window into the beliefs, values, and daily activities of the ancient Egyptians. Saqqara, despite centuries of exploration, continues to surprise and amaze archaeologists. In recent years, a series of remarkable discoveries has captivated the world and underscored the site's enduring importance. In 2020, for example, archaeologists unearthed a vast cache of over 100 beautifully painted wooden coffins, many still sealed after more than 2,500 years. These coffins, containing the mummified remains of men, women and children, provide a unique glimpse into ancient burial practices and religious beliefs. The discovery of new tombs and artifacts at Saqqara is not a rare occurrence. The site is vast, and much of it remains unexplored. Each new find adds to our understanding of this ancient necropolis and the people who lived and died there. Saqqara, an open-air museum. Today, Saqqara is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Egypt's most popular tourist destinations, but it is more than just a collection of ancient monuments. It is a living museum, a place where the past is still very much present. As you wander through the site, you can almost hear the echoes of the pharaohs and imagine the rituals that once took place here. Saqqara's open-air setting enhances its allure, allowing visitors to experience the site in its natural environment. The vastness of the necropolis, the silence of the desert, and the sheer age of the monuments create an atmosphere that is both awe-inspiring and humbling. Whether you are an archaeologist, a history enthusiast, or simply someone with a thirst for adventure, Saqqara is a destination that is sure to leave a lasting impression. Saqqara, with its timeless pyramids, its subterranean secrets, and its vibrant tomb paintings, stands as a testament to the ingenuity, artistry, and enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. It is a place where the past is not dead and buried, but very much alive, waiting to be discovered and understood. So the next time you find yourself in Egypt, make sure to visit Saqqara. Walk among the pyramids, explore the tombs, and let the spirit of this ancient necropolis transport you back in time. Ancient Egypt, a civilization that has fascinated historians, archaeologists, and the general public for centuries. The land of pharaohs and pyramids, a place where the sands of time have preserved the grandeur of a bygone era, a place full of mystery and wonder. The ancient ruins whisper tales of gods and kings, of life and death. But behind the giant monuments and strange hieroglyphs, ancient Egypt had a vibrant musical tradition. Music was an integral part of their daily lives. Music was everywhere in this ancient civilization, from simple homes to grand temples. It was a universal language that transcended social classes. Imagine the sun rising over the Nile River, shining on the fields, the gentle hum of the river, the rustling of the reeds, and the distant sound of a flute. Farmers work in their fields, singing ancient songs. These songs were not just for entertainment. They were a way to pass down stories and traditions. In the busy marketplace, musicians play happy tunes, and their music mixes with the sounds of people buying and selling. The marketplace was a hub of activity, and music added to its vibrancy. Inside the temples, priests performed rituals, singing hymns and playing sacred instruments. These rituals were believed to connect them with the divine. Music wasn't just art in ancient Egypt, it was a big part of their lives. It was woven into the fabric of their society. It showed their happiness and sadness, their beliefs and hopes. Music was a reflection of their emotions and their world-view. It connected them to their gods and celebrated life and death. Music was a bridge between the mortal and the divine. Join us as we travel back in time to explore the music of ancient Egypt. We'll delve into the sounds that echoed through the temples and marketplaces. We'll discover their instruments and learn about their musical traditions. From the simple reed flutes to the elaborate harps, each instrument had its own story. This picture shows us the musical culture of ancient Egypt. The wall paintings are a testament to the importance of music in their society. We see musicians playing harps, their fingers deftly plucking the strings to create melodies that have been lost to time. Flutes, their breath giving life to the music, and drums, the heartbeat of their songs. They look skilled and passionate. Their expressions show a deep connection to their craft. This scene reminds us that music was important to them. It was present in their celebrations, their rituals and their daily lives. It brought them joy, comfort and a connection to their gods. Music was the soul of ancient Egypt, a timeless echo of a civilization that continues to captivate us. Music wasn't just for rich people or religious ceremonies in ancient Egypt. Everyone enjoyed music. It was a universal language that transcended social classes and was deeply embedded in the fabric of their daily lives. From the grand palaces of the pharaohs to the humble homes of the common folk, music resonated through the air, bringing joy and solace to all who heard it. It was part of everyday life and all kinds of activities. Whether people were working, relaxing or celebrating, music was always present. It was as essential to their lives as the Nile River, providing a rhythm to their daily routines and marking the passage of time with its melodies. From working in the fields to celebrating at festivals, music was always there. Farmers would sing as they sowed and harvested their crops, their songs echoing across the fertile lands. These melodies not only made the hard work more bearable, but also synchronized their efforts, making the labor more efficient and harmonious. Think about the hard work of building the pyramids, those huge monuments that we still marvel at today. The construction of these colossal structures required immense physical effort and coordination. Music played a crucial role in this process, helping to maintain the workers' morale and keep them in sync. The work was tough, but the workers sang together. Their voices, rising in unison, created a powerful sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. These songs were not just about passing the time, they were a vital part of the work itself, providing a steady rhythm for the labourers to follow. Their voices, rising and falling, gave them a sense of unity and purpose. The melodies and rhythms helped to coordinate their movements, ensuring that each stone was placed with precision and care. This musical collaboration was a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the ancient Egyptians. These work songs, passed down from parents to children, helped them work together and kept them going. They were a living tradition, a way of preserving the knowledge and skills of previous generations. Through these songs, the wisdom of the past was carried forward, ensuring that each new generation was equipped to face the challenges of their time. In the busy marketplaces where people sold things and met friends, music created a lively atmosphere. The sounds of merchants calling out their wares, the chatter of customers and the melodies of street musicians blended together to create a vibrant and dynamic soundscape. Musicians, both good and not so good, played their instruments, filling the air with music that attracted crowds. These performers were an integral part of the market experience, drawing people in with their tunes and adding to the overall energy and excitement of the place. Drums, flutes and harps all played together, making the marketplace a fun and exciting place. Each instrument added its own unique flavour to the mix, creating a rich tapestry of sound that reflected the diversity and creativity of ancient Egyptian culture. Festivals and celebrations always had music in ancient Egypt. These events were a time for the community to come together, to celebrate their achievements and to honour their gods. Music was at the heart of these gatherings, providing a soundtrack for the festivities and enhancing the sense of joy and togetherness. These happy events, often celebrating the harvest or honouring their gods, were full of music and dancing. The rhythms of the drums and the melodies of the flute set the pace for the dancers, who moved with grace and exuberance. These celebrations were a testament to the vitality and spirit of the ancient Egyptians. Imagine a festival for Hathor, the goddess of love, music and joy. The streets would be filled with people, all dressed in their finest clothes, ready to celebrate and give thanks. The air would be alive with the sounds of music and laughter as people danced and sang in honour of the goddess. The air would be filled with the smell of incense, and the streets would be crowded with people in colourful clothes dancing to the music. The vibrant colours and the joyful sounds created an atmosphere of celebration and reverence, a perfect reflection of the ancient Egyptians' love for life and their deep connection to their gods. Whether it was the singing of workers, the music in the marketplace, or the happy melodies of festivals, music was always with the ancient Egyptians. It was a constant presence, a source of comfort and joy that accompanied them through all the ups and downs of life. It comforted them when times were hard, made their happy times even better, and connected them to the world around them. Music was a bridge between the human and the divine, a way of expressing their deepest emotions and their highest aspirations. This picture from a tomb shows us a party in ancient Egypt. The scene is filled with life and energy, capturing a moment of joy and celebration that has been preserved for thousands of years. We see musicians entertaining guests. Their presence at the party highlights the importance of music in social gatherings, providing entertainment and enhancing the overall experience for everyone involved. The details of their instruments, how they sit, and even their faces show us how important music was to their parties. These images give us a glimpse into the past, revealing the central role that music played in the lives of the ancient Egyptians, from the grandest festivals to the most intimate gatherings. Ancient Egyptians didn't just see music as entertainment, it was woven into the very fabric of their daily lives and spiritual practices. It was very important to their religion, serving as a bridge between the mortal and the divine. They believed music connected them to their gods, creating a sacred soundscape that facilitated communication with the divine. They even believed some gods created music, attributing the origins of melodies and rhythms to divine inspiration. Hathor, the cow goddess, was connected to music, dance and joy. She was often depicted with a sistrum, a musical instrument that symbolized her role as a goddess of music. They believed her music was magical and could make both gods and people happy, bringing joy and harmony to the world. Bes, the dwarf god, often shown with a mask and a musical instrument, protected homes and was a patron of music and dance. His presence was believed to ward off evil spirits and bring good fortune. These gods show us how important music was to their religion, as it was intertwined with their beliefs and daily practices. Temples were filled with music, especially during religious ceremonies. The sound of instruments and chanting created an atmosphere of reverence and devotion. Priests, who were often skilled musicians, played music to honour the gods, ask for their help and keep them happy. Their musical performances were seen as offerings, a way to gain favour and ensure the gods' blessings. The sistrum, a kind of rattle, was often played by goddesses. Its distinctive sound was believed to have protective qualities. They believed its shaking sound kept away evil and brought divine protection, creating a sacred space free from negative influences. Playing music was a sacred duty, a way to talk to the gods and keep the world in balance. It was an essential part of their religious rituals and ceremonies. Musicians, especially those in temples, were important people. They were highly respected and their skills were considered divine gifts. Their skills were seen as gifts from the gods, and their music was a way to honour these divine gifts. Their music wasn't just entertainment, it was a way to pray and offer gifts to the heavens. Each note and rhythm was a form of worship, a way to connect with the divine. The importance of music in ancient Egyptian religion reminds us of the power of music. It was a tool for spiritual connection, a means to express faith, and a way to find comfort in the mysteries of life. It can connect us to something bigger than ourselves, transcending the mundane and touching the divine. Their beliefs, though different from ours, show us how music has always been used to express faith, find comfort, and celebrate the mysteries of the universe. The melodies and rhythms of ancient Egypt continue to echo through time, reminding us of the timeless connection between music and spirituality. This beautiful sistrum, with its carvings and sacred pictures, shows us how much they respected their instruments. Each instrument was not just a tool, but a sacred object imbued with spiritual significance. The shaking of this instrument inside a temple would have created a feeling of awe and reverence, connecting people to their gods. The sound resonated through the sacred halls, a reminder of the divine presence in their lives. Giovanni Battista Belzoni was a man of extraordinary strength and even greater ambition. His life was a testament to the power of determination and the pursuit of one's passions. Born in Padua, Italy in 1778, he towered over most at 6 feet 7 inches tall. His imposing stature was matched only by his larger-than-life personality and unyielding drive. Belzoni's early life was a colourful tapestry of adventure and enterprise. From a young age, he was fascinated by the world around him and sought to make his mark in it. He trained as a monk but felt drawn to a different path. The monastic life, with its quiet contemplation, could not contain his restless spirit. Europe in the late 18th century was in turmoil. The continent was a hotbed of political upheaval and social change, providing a backdrop for Belzoni's own transformations. Belzoni travelled widely, reinventing himself as a strong man in a travelling circus. His performances were not just about brute strength, they were a showcase of his ingenuity and showmanship. He captivated audiences with feats of strength and hydraulic inventions. His innovative spirit led him to create devices that amazed and entertained people across Europe. Yet his curious mind craved more. The life of a performer, though thrilling, was not enough to satisfy his intellectual hunger. Fate intervened when Belzoni found himself in Egypt in 1815. The allure of the ancient land, with its rich history and enigmatic monuments, was irresistible to him. The land of the Pharaohs, with its ancient mysteries, called to him. It was a place where he could combine his physical prowess with his intellectual curiosity. Little did he know he was about to embark on a journey that would change his life and the course of archaeology forever. His adventures in Egypt would lead to discoveries that would astonish the world. Belzoni's name would soon be synonymous with some of the most remarkable discoveries in Egyptian history. His legacy as a pioneering explorer and archaeologist would endure for generations to come. Egypt in the early 19th century was a land of opportunity for those with a thirst for discovery. Napoleon's expedition had rekindled Europe's fascination with ancient Egypt. The race was on to uncover its treasures. Belzoni, with his towering physique and unwavering determination, was perfectly suited for the task. He quickly became involved in the competitive world of antiquities hunting. He secured patronage from the British consul, Henry Salt, who recognized his potential. His first major assignment was to acquire a colossal bust of Rameses II. This 7-ton relic, known as Young Memnon, lay abandoned near the Ramesseum at Thebes. Transporting this behemoth seemed an impossible feat. Yet Belzoni, with his engineering skills and sheer willpower, was undeterred. Moving the 7-ton bust of Ramesses II was a logistical nightmare, a challenge that tested the limits of early 19th century engineering and human endurance. The scorching desert heat, the lack of proper roads, and the sheer size of the statue presented formidable obstacles. The harsh environment was unforgiving, with temperatures soaring and the terrain offering no mercy. But Belzoni, with his characteristic ingenuity, devised a plan. His background as a circus strongman and engineer gave him unique insights into overcoming such monumental challenges. He assembled a team of hundreds of Egyptian labourers, each playing a crucial role in this Herculean task. They used palm tree trunks as rollers and levers to inch the massive bust forward. This method, though primitive, was effective in distributing the weight and making the statue movable. The operation took months of back-breaking work under the relentless Egyptian sun. The labourers toiled day and night, driven by the vision of completing this extraordinary task. Finally, against all odds, Belzoni succeeded in transporting the colossal bust to the Nile. This was a moment of triumph, a testament to human perseverance and ingenuity. From there it journeyed by boat to Alexandria and eventually to its final destination, the British Museum in London. The journey by water was no less challenging, requiring careful navigation and handling. This remarkable feat of engineering and determination cemented Belzoni's reputation as a legend in the field of archaeology. His success not only brought the bust to a global audience, but also highlighted the incredible achievements of ancient and modern engineering. Belzoni's exploits were far from over. His adventures in Egypt had only just begun, and he was determined to uncover more of its hidden treasures. In 1817, he set his sights on Nubia, a region in southern Egypt renowned for its ancient temples. This area, rich in history and mystery, called to him like a siren's song. His mission to locate and excavate the temple of Abu Simbel. This was no ordinary task. It was a quest that required both courage and ingenuity. This temple, carved into a sandstone cliff, was said to be buried beneath the desert sands. Legends spoke of its grandeur, hidden away for centuries. Guided by local stories and his own intuition, Belzoni found the temple's entrance, half submerged in sand. It was a moment of triumph, but the real work was just beginning. The task of clearing the entrance was monumental. The sheer volume of sand that had to be removed was staggering. Once again, Belzoni rallied a team of workers. These men, driven by the promise of discovery, worked under the scorching sun. They laboured tirelessly, removing tons of sand by hand. Each shovelful brought them closer to unveiling the ancient marvel. Finally, the entrance to the temple, adorned with colossal statues of Ramesses II, was revealed. These statues, standing guard for millennia, were a sight to behold. Belzoni's discovery of Abu Simbel was a sensation. News of the find spread quickly, capturing the imagination of people around the world. It offered the world a glimpse into the grandeur and power of the ancient Egyptian civilization. The temple of Abu Simbel became a symbol of the enduring legacy of Egypt's past. Belzoni's most celebrated discovery, however, awaited him in the Valley of the Kings. In 1817, he stumbled upon a hidden tomb. It belonged to Seti I, father of Ramesses II. The tomb, untouched for millennia, was a treasure trove of ancient art and history. Its walls were adorned with vibrant paintings depicting scenes from Egyptian mythology. The colours were as fresh as the day they were painted. Belzoni meticulously documented his findings. He created detailed drawings and took plaster casts of the tomb's decorations. He understood the importance of preserving this fragile record of the past. His work in the tomb of Seti I set a new standard for archaeological documentation. Belzoni's thirst for knowledge led him to explore the most iconic monuments of Egypt, the pyramids of Giza. In 1818, he turned his attention to the pyramid of Khafra. This pyramid, the second largest at Giza, had never been successfully explored. Undeterred by the dangers and difficulties, Belzoni discovered a hidden passage. He bravely entered the pyramid's depths. After weeks of painstaking effort, he reached the burial chamber. The chamber, however, was empty. It had been looted in antiquity. Despite the disappointment, Belzoni's achievement was remarkable. He was the first person in centuries to penetrate the secrets of Khafra's pyramid. Belzoni's adventures were not confined to Egypt. He explored the ancient city of Thebes, searching for the lost oasis of Siwa. He ventured into the heart of the Sahara Desert. He braved treacherous journeys and faced countless dangers, all in the name of exploration and discovery. His travels took him beyond Egypt to the Red Sea and even across the Atlantic to the Americas. Belzoni's life was a testament to the power of human curiosity and the allure of the unknown. His explorations, documented in his journals and drawings, provided invaluable insights into the geography, history and cultures of the regions he visited. Belzoni's work extended far beyond the realm of archaeology. He was a true pioneer, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and experience. Tragically, Belzoni's adventurous life was cut short. He died in 1823 at the age of 45 from dysentery while on an expedition in West Africa. Despite his untimely death, Giovanni Belzoni left an indelible mark on the world. His discoveries in Egypt captivated the public imagination. He brought to light some of the most iconic treasures of ancient Egypt. His meticulous documentation of his findings set a new standard for archaeological practice. Belzoni's legacy extends beyond his individual discoveries. He helped to ignite a passion for Egyptology that continues to this day. His story serves as a reminder of the power of human curiosity and the importance of preserving our shared cultural heritage. Giovanni Belzoni lived in a time of great change and discovery. The world was opening up. Explorers like Belzoni were at the forefront, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. His life and work offer us a fascinating glimpse into the past. They remind us of the importance of exploration, the thrill of discovery, and the enduring power of human curiosity. Belzoni's story is a testament to the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. It is a land of mystery and wonder. It continues to captivate and inspire us centuries after Belzoni first set foot on its shores. His legacy lives on, not just in the museums that house his discoveries, but in the hearts and minds of all who are drawn to the mysteries of the past. Deep in the heart of the Sinai Peninsula, amidst a rugged and unforgiving landscape, rises a mountain shrouded in mystery and legend. This is a place where the harshness of the desert meets the sublime beauty of nature, creating a setting that feels both timeless and otherworldly. Mount Sinai, known also as JBLMWS, Jabal Musa, in Arabic meaning Moses' mountain, has captivated the hearts and minds of people for millennia. It is a site of profound historical and spiritual significance, revered by multiple faiths and cultures. Its towering peaks and desolate beauty whisper tales of ancient prophets and divine encounters. The mountain stands as a silent witness to the passage of time, its rugged slopes etched with the stories of those who have come seeking answers and enlightenment. The very air around Mount Sinai seems to crackle with an unseen energy, a palpable sense of the sacred that has drawn pilgrims and seekers for centuries. Each step taken on its ancient paths feels like a journey through history, a connection to something greater than oneself. The silence of the desert, broken only by the wind whistling through the canyons, invites contemplation and introspection. It is a silence that speaks volumes, offering a space for reflection and a deeper understanding of one's place in the universe. It is a place where the veil between the earthly and the divine feels thin, where the echoes of ancient events still reverberate through the ages. The ancient ruins and relics scattered across the mountains serve as a testament to its enduring significance, a reminder of the countless souls who have been touched by its mystique. The history of Mount Sinai stretches back through the mists of time, intertwined with the very fabric of human civilization. The earliest mention of the mountain can be traced back to ancient Egyptian texts, where it was known as the Mountain of the Moon. The Egyptians believed that the goddess Hathor, the deity of love, beauty, music, dancing, fertility and joy, resided on the mountain. They mined turquoise in the area and built temples at its base, evidence of their deep reverence for this sacred place. The legacy of their presence can still be seen today in the ruins and artifacts scattered across the landscape. Mount Sinai holds a unique place in the history of the world's great Abrahamic religions. For Jews, Christians and Muslims alike, it is revered as the site where Moses received the Ten Commandments from God. This pivotal event, recounted in the book of Exodus, forever linked Mount Sinai with divine revelation and the establishment of moral law. For Christians, Mount Sinai represents the tangible manifestation of God's covenant with his people. It symbolizes the meeting point between heaven and earth, a place where the divine will was made known to humanity. Muslims too revere Moses as a prophet and recognize the importance of Mount Sinai in his story. Over the centuries, Mount Sinai has become a tapestry woven with the threads of different cultures and beliefs. This sacred mountain stands as a testament to the rich history and spiritual significance that it holds for so many people around the world. Bedouin tribes, who have called the Sinai Desert home for generations, have their own stories and traditions associated with the mountain. These nomadic people have passed down their legends and customs through countless generations, each adding their own layer to the mountain's mystique. They believe that the mountain is inhabited by jinn, or spirits, and treat it with respect and reverence. The Bedouins' rituals and practices are deeply intertwined with the natural landscape, reflecting a profound connection to the earth and the unseen forces they believe dwell within it. For many, a visit to Mount Sinai is a deeply spiritual experience, a pilgrimage to a place where they can connect with the divine and reflect on the deeper meaning of life. Pilgrims from various faiths come here seeking solace, enlightenment, and a sense of peace that only such a sacred site can provide. The mountain has a way of stripping away the superficial and revealing the raw essence of the human spirit. In the quiet moments at the summit, one can feel a profound sense of clarity and purpose, as if the mountain itself whispers ancient truths to those who are willing to listen. Beyond its religious and historical significance, Mount Sinai is also home to a surprising array of natural wonders. Hidden within its canyons and valleys are ancient rock formations, secret springs, and a diverse range of plant and animal life. The mountain is a haven for ibexes, gazelles, and other desert creatures that have adapted to its harsh conditions. In an age of globalization and technological advancement, it is easy to feel disconnected from the natural world and the spiritual dimensions of life. Yet, Mount Sinai stands as a timeless reminder of the enduring power of faith, the beauty of the natural world, and the interconnectedness of all things. Whether one is drawn to Mount Sinai for its religious significance, its historical legacy, or simply its raw natural beauty, the mountain has a way of leaving an indelible mark on the soul. It is a place that challenges, inspires, and ultimately transforms. The traditional pilgrimage to the summit of Mount Sinai is a challenging but rewarding experience. There are two main routes to the top. The longer and more gradual ascent is via the Camel Trail, a winding path that can be traversed on foot or by camel. The more challenging but quicker route is the Steps of Repentance, a steep staircase of over 3,750 steps carved into the mountainside by a repentant monk. The ascent is usually made at night to avoid the scorching heat of the day and to reach the summit in time for sunrise. At the summit of Mount Sinai lies St. Catherine's Monastery, one of the oldest continuously operating Christian monasteries in the world. Founded in the 6th century AD, the monastery is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and houses a treasure trove of religious art, manuscripts and icons. The monastery's library is renowned for its collection of ancient texts, including the Codex Sinaiticus, one of the oldest surviving manuscripts of the Bible. The monastery is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit's ability to thrive in even the harshest of environments. Mount Sinai stands as a timeless symbol of faith, history, and natural wonder. For millennia, its towering peaks have drawn pilgrims, adventurers, and seekers from all over the world. Its story is interwoven with the very fabric of human civilization, and its legacy continues to inspire and intrigue us today. As long as humans gaze up at the stars and ponder the mysteries of life, Mount Sinai will continue to hold a special place in our hearts and imaginations. It is a place where the veil between heaven and earth feels thin, where the whispers of the divine can still be heard in the wind. Let's travel back in time to meet the Nabateans, a fascinating ancient civilization. They were an ancient people who lived in the deserts of the Middle East, thriving in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Imagine them becoming a powerful force between the 4th and 2nd centuries BC, known for their amazing trading skills and strategic acumen. They were like the experts of their time, controlling important trade routes that connected Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean, facilitating the exchange of goods and culture. Think of the valuable goods they transported: spices, incense, and myrrh, items that were highly sought after and essential for various rituals and daily life. These goods were super popular in the ancient world, making the Nabateans incredibly influential and wealthy. This trade made them very wealthy, allowing them to build impressive cities and monuments, the most famous being Petra, carved into the cliffs. The Nabateans were also skilled negotiators, adept at keeping peace with different empires and ensuring the safety of their trade routes. This made them important players in the region's trade, acting as intermediaries between various cultures and economies. Even today, historians and archaeologists are fascinated by their legacy as desert traders, uncovering new insights into their sophisticated society and enduring influence. The beginnings of the Nabateans are still a bit of a mystery. Their early history is shrouded in the sands of time, leaving much to the imagination and the diligent work of archaeologists. Scholars, who are like history detectives, believe they were a nomadic Arab people who journeyed from the Arabian Peninsula around the 6th century BC. These scholars piece together clues from ancient texts and artifacts to form a picture of the Nabateans' early days. They settled in what we now know as Jordan, southern Syria, and northwestern Saudi Arabia. This region, with its rugged terrain and strategic location, became the heart of their civilization. Living in this tough desert environment shaped their culture, making them experts at saving water. The harsh conditions of the desert demanded ingenuity and resilience, qualities that the Nabateans possessed in abundance. They came up with clever ways to collect and store water, which helped them thrive in this unforgiving landscape. Their advanced water management systems, including cisterns and rock-cut channels, were marvels of engineering. The name Nabatean might come from the Arabic word nabat, meaning to spring up or grow, which makes sense considering how they flourished in a dry environment. Their ability to adapt and grow in such a harsh climate is a testament to their resourcefulness. The Nabateans left behind a rich cultural legacy, and their impact on the region is still visible today. From the majestic ruins of Petra to the ancient inscriptions that tell their story, the Nabateans continue to captivate our imagination and inspire awe. The Nabateans were known for their advanced and fair society. Unlike many ancient civilizations, they didn't believe in slavery. They believed in working together and sharing responsibility, valuing equality and fairness. The Nabateans were ruled by a royal family, but their system wasn't like a monarchy where the king has absolute power. The king had advisors and a council to give him advice, which suggests a kind of democracy in their government. This focus on justice and collaboration made them successful, creating a strong sense of community. It helped them manage their trade networks and maintain stability for centuries. Their societal structure shows us their progressive values. The Nabateans believed in many gods and goddesses, often connected to nature. They respected the power of the sun, mountains and water. Dushara, the god of the mountains, was their main god, and they also worshipped Alat, a goddess of fertility and prosperity. The Nabateans included elements of other cultures in their religious practices, reflecting their interactions with different civilizations through trade. They considered certain places sacred, building impressive temples and high places for worship. These structures, often carved directly into sandstone cliffs, show off their amazing architectural skills. Their religious beliefs played a big part in their culture and art. The Nabatean kingdom was in a very strategic location, nestled in the heart of the ancient world. They lived in a region that is now Jordan, southern Syria, and parts of Saudi Arabia, a vast and diverse landscape that offered both challenges and opportunities. Their territory included important trade routes, which were the lifeblood of their economy and culture. These routes crossed the Arabian Peninsula and connected to the Mediterranean Sea, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas and cultures. This strategic location was really important for their economic success, allowing them to become a central hub in the ancient world. It allowed them to control the flow of goods between the East and the West, making them indispensable to traders and merchants. The Nabateans were skilled diplomats, adept at negotiating and maintaining alliances. They maintained peaceful relationships with their neighbours, ensuring stability and prosperity within their borders. This allowed them to focus on trade and development, building a robust economy and sophisticated infrastructure. They built a network of impressive cities, with Petra being the crown jewel, showcasing their architectural prowess. These cities thrived as centres of commerce and culture, attracting people from all over the ancient world. Their ability to thrive in a challenging environment is a testament to their adaptability and ingenuity, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire to this day. The Nabateans were masters of trade. They dominated the lucrative incense route. This route brought frankincense, myrrh and spices from southern Arabia to the Mediterranean. These commodities were highly prized in the ancient world. They were used in religious ceremonies, perfumes and medicines. The Nabateans transported these goods across vast deserts using camel caravans. Their knowledge of the desert and its oases was unparalleled. They developed sophisticated systems for navigation and water conservation. This allowed them to cross vast distances and endure harsh conditions. Their control of the incense route brought them immense wealth and influence. They became key players in the ancient world's economy. The Nabateans are perhaps best known for their capital city, Petra. This magnificent city, located in Jordan, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Petra is renowned for its awe-inspiring rock-cut architecture. The city is carved directly into towering sandstone cliffs. The most iconic structure in Petra is the treasury. This elaborate facade, carved into the cliff face, is a testament to the Nabateans' architectural genius. It served as a royal tomb. Petra was more than just a city. It was a symbol of Nabatean wealth and power. It showcased their mastery of engineering and art. The Nabateans lived in a complex geopolitical landscape. They interacted with powerful empires like the Ptolemies of Egypt and the Seleucids of Syria. The Nabateans were skilled diplomats. They formed alliances and negotiated their independence. They successfully defended their territory against invasions. They demonstrated their military prowess. In 106 AD, the Roman Empire annexed the Nabatean kingdom. Petra became part of the Roman province of Arabia Petrea. Despite Roman rule, the Nabateans' cultural influence persisted. Their architectural style continued to flourish. The Nabatean kingdom may have fallen to the Romans. However, their legacy continues to resonate today. Their impressive architectural achievements, particularly Petra, continue to inspire awe and wonder. Their innovative water management systems are still studied by modern engineers. The Nabateans made significant contributions to art, language and culture. They developed a distinctive script. This script influenced the development of the Arabic alphabet. Their artistic motifs, blending Eastern and Western influences, reflect their cosmopolitan nature. The Nabateans were a remarkable civilization. They thrived in a challenging environment. They built a prosperous kingdom on trade and innovation. Their story is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. Their legacy continues to enrich our understanding of the ancient world. The sands of time hold countless stories, whispers of civilizations long gone. Unraveling these mysteries is the pursuit of archaeology, a field forever changed by the work of Sir William Matthew Flinders Petrie. Born in 1853, Petrie's name has become synonymous with meticulous excavation and groundbreaking discoveries. Petrie's approach to archaeology was revolutionary, emphasizing careful observation, detailed recording and the preservation of even the smallest artifacts. This marked a stark contrast to the treasure-hunting mentality that had often characterized earlier excavations. Petrie's commitment to scientific rigor laid the foundation for modern archaeological practices. Born in Charlton, England, young William's fascination with the past began early. Homeschooled and encouraged by his surveyor father, he developed a keen eye for detail and a passion for history. While other children played games, Petrie explored ancient British sites, sketching ruins and collecting artifacts. These formative experiences ignited a lifelong desire to understand the people and cultures of bygone eras. His early studies focused on surveying and engineering, skills that would prove invaluable in his archaeological pursuits. However, Petrie's true passion lay in uncovering the secrets of the past. In 1880, at the age of 27, Petrie embarked on his first expedition to the land of the Pharaohs, a journey that would forever alter the course of his life and the field of archaeology itself. Arriving in Egypt, a land shimmering with heat and ancient stories, the young Petrie was captivated. He was determined to bring a new level of scientific rigour to the field, moving beyond the treasure hunting that characterised many excavations of the time. His early work took him to the pyramids of Giza, majestic monuments that had captivated imaginations for millennia. While others had been drawn to the grandeur of the pyramids themselves, Petrie focused on the surrounding areas, the workers' villages and cemeteries. He believed that understanding the lives of the people who built these incredible structures was just as important as understanding the pharaohs they entombed. Petrie's work at Giza garnered attention, and he soon found himself leading excavations at Tanis, an ancient Egyptian capital in the Nile Delta. Here he unearthed the royal tombs of the 21st and 22nd dynasties, a period of Egyptian history shrouded in mystery. These tombs, filled with gold, silver and intricate jewellery, yielded a wealth of information about a turbulent and often overlooked era. But it wasn't just the opulence of the treasures that fascinated Petrie. He was equally captivated by the everyday objects, the pottery shards, tools and toys that offered glimpses into the lives of ordinary Egyptians. Through his meticulous excavations at Giza and Tanis, Petrie was building a reputation as a skilled and insightful archaeologist. One of Petrie's most significant contributions to archaeology was his development of sequence dating, a groundbreaking method for establishing chronological order in archaeological contexts. He observed that pottery styles evolved over time, and that by carefully analysing and categorising these styles, it was possible to create a relative timeline for different layers of an excavation site. Petrie's system of sequence dating revolutionised archaeology, providing a framework for understanding the chronology of ancient cultures. It allowed archaeologists to move beyond vague assumptions and establish a more accurate understanding of the relationships between different sites and artifacts. His work laid the foundation for more sophisticated dating methods such as radiocarbon dating, which would be developed decades later. Petrie's unwavering commitment to meticulous fieldwork, scientific rigour, and the preservation of archaeological heritage established a new standard for the field. By the late 19th century, Petrie's reputation as a meticulous archaeologist had spread. He turned his attention to Tel el-Hesi, a mound in southern Palestine that held the ruins of an ancient city. Layers upon layers of human occupation promised a treasure trove of information, a window into millennia of history. The site was a complex puzzle, with remnants of various civilizations piled one atop another. But Petrie, with his characteristic systematic approach, embraced the challenge. By analysing the pottery fragments from different layers at Tel el-Hesi, Petrie was able to establish a relative chronological sequence for the site, a breakthrough that revolutionised archaeological dating. In 1896, while excavating the ruins of an ancient temple at Thebes, Petrie stumbled upon a discovery that would reverberate through the halls of history, the Merneptah stele. This large granite slab inscribed with hieroglyphics had been repurposed as building material by later pharaohs, its significance lying dormant for centuries. The stele, standing over 10 feet tall, was a testament to the ambition and might of Pharaoh Merneptah, son of the legendary Rameses II. It detailed Merneptah's military campaigns and victories, boasting of his triumphs over enemies in Libya and Canaan. But it was a single line tucked away among the boasts of conquest that would electrify the world of biblical archaeology. This inscription, now known as the Israel stele, is the earliest known reference to Israel outside of the Bible. The discovery of the Merneptah stele sent shockwaves through the world of biblical scholarship. Here, in an Egyptian text, was independent confirmation of a people known as Israel existing in Canaan during the late Bronze Age, a period corresponding to the biblical account of the Exodus and the conquest of Canaan. The stele provided tangible historical evidence that corroborated, at least in part, the biblical narrative, sparking intense debate and discussion. Petrie, ever the meticulous scholar, approached the inscription with caution. He recognized the significance of the find, but also the need for careful analysis and interpretation. The Merneptah stele became a cornerstone of biblical archaeology, sparking decades of research and debate about the relationship between the biblical account and archaeological evidence. The discovery of the Merneptah stele cemented Petrie's status as a giant in the field of archaeology. Yet his most enduring legacy lies not just in his individual discoveries, but in his revolutionary approach to the discipline itself. Petrie was among the first to recognize that archaeology was more than just treasure hunting. It was a scientific endeavor that demanded rigor, precision, and a deep respect for the past. Prior to Petrie, excavations were often haphazard affairs, more akin to treasure hunts than scientific investigations. Petrie, however, insisted on a systematic approach. By understanding the context in which an object was found, Petrie could piece together a more complete picture of the past. Petrie's commitment to meticulous excavation extended to his unwavering belief in the importance of artifact preservation. He recognized that these fragments of the past were not just curiosities to be displayed, but vital pieces of evidence that held the key to understanding past civilizations. He established strict protocols for the handling and documentation of artifacts, ensuring that even the smallest fragments were carefully catalogued and stored. He understood that future generations of scholars would build upon his work, and that preserving the integrity of the archaeological record was paramount. Petrie's advocacy for preservation went beyond words. He established museums in Egypt and England to house the artifacts he unearthed, ensuring their protection and accessibility for future generations. Petrie's impact extended far beyond his own excavations and discoveries. He was a gifted teacher and mentor, inspiring a new generation of archaeologists to embrace his rigorous methods and unwavering commitment to preservation. He established archaeological training programs both in England and Egypt, where he instilled in his students the importance of meticulous fieldwork, scientific observation, and a deep respect for the cultures they were studying. Petrie's students went on to become leading figures in the field, disseminating his methods and principles across the globe. His influence can be seen in the work of countless archaeologists who followed, from the deserts of Egypt to the jungles of South America. As Petrie's career progressed, he became increasingly concerned about the threats facing Egypt's archaeological treasures. He witnessed firsthand the damage being inflicted by uncontrolled tourism, looting, and the encroachment of modern development. He recognized that if these irreplaceable pieces of the past were to be saved for future generations, urgent action was needed. Petrie became a vocal advocate for the preservation of Egypt's cultural heritage. He lobbied tirelessly for the creation of antiquities laws and the establishment of government agencies tasked with protecting archaeological sites. His efforts, while often met with resistance, helped to lay the groundwork for the modern field of cultural heritage management in Egypt. Sir William Matthew Flinders Petrie, the boy who had once explored ancient British ruins, left an indelible mark on the world of archaeology. He revolutionized the field, transforming it from a pursuit of treasures to a rigorous scientific discipline. His meticulous methods, his unwavering commitment to preservation, and his passion for understanding the past continue to inspire generations of archaeologists. His legacy is etched in the countless artifacts he unearthed, carefully preserved and displayed in museums around the world. It lives on in the meticulous records he kept, a treasure trove of information that continues to fuel research and discovery. His work reminds us that the past is not a distant, irrelevant realm, but a vibrant tapestry that continues to shape our present and our future. Ancient Egyptian society, though often viewed through the lens of pharaohs and pyramids, was deeply rooted in the family unit. The family was the cornerstone of their civilization, providing the essential framework for social and economic stability. Family provided stability, social structure, and a sense of belonging in a world often at the mercy of the Nile's floods. The annual inundation of the Nile was both a blessing and a challenge, and families worked together to manage its impacts. This emphasis on kinship permeated all levels of society, from peasant households to royal palaces. Whether in humble villages or grand estates, the family was the primary unit of social organization. Homes, whether simple mud-brick dwellings or grander structures of stone, were vibrant spaces where families lived, worked and interacted. These homes were not just shelters, but centers of daily life and activity. Within these walls, daily life unfolded. Meals were prepared, children played, and crafts were practiced. The rhythm of daily life was marked by the seasons and the cycles of the Nile. The household was a microcosm of Egyptian society, reflecting the hierarchical structure of the wider world. Each member had a role to play, contributing to the family's well-being and prosperity. Tomb paintings and inscriptions offer intimate glimpses into the daily routines and relationships of ancient Egyptians. These artworks reveal the importance of family ties and the affection shared among family members. Scenes of families sharing meals paint a vivid picture of the centrality of family in this ancient civilization. Meal times were not just for sustenance, but were also social occasions that reinforced family bonds and traditions. Daily life in ancient Egypt was a tapestry woven from routine tasks, religious observances, and social interactions. Men, typically responsible for agricultural labor, crafts, or trade, were the primary breadwinners. Women, while often managing the domestic sphere, actively participated in various economic activities. They engaged in tasks such as brewing beer, weaving textiles, and managing household finances. The home itself was a place of activity, with tasks often shared among family members. Children assisted with chores and learned the skills necessary for adulthood. This division of labour fostered a sense of interdependence within the family unit. The household reflected the importance of order, balance and shared responsibility. Contrary to popular belief, ancient Egyptian women enjoyed a surprising degree of legal and economic independence. They could own property, engage in business transactions, and even represent themselves in court. Women held positions of respect within the family structure. Mothers were highly revered, and their influence was significant. While women possessed legal rights and societal respect, their lives were still shaped by gender roles within the patriarchal structure. The realities of daily life, childbirth, and societal expectations influenced their experiences. From fields to palaces, social stratification and daily life. Ancient Egyptian society was highly stratified, with a clear hierarchy influencing every aspect of life. At the apex stood the pharaoh, followed by priests, nobles, and high-ranking officials. These individuals enjoyed lives of privilege, inhabiting opulent homes and wielding considerable power. Commoners, who constituted the vast majority, led more modest lives. Despite disparities in wealth and status, shared religious beliefs and cultural practices united Egyptians across social strata. All Egyptians venerated the same gods, observed similar funerary rituals, and shared a common cultural identity. The ties that bind marriage, family, and inheritance. In ancient Egypt, the bonds of marriage, family, and inheritance were deeply intertwined, forming the bedrock of society. Marriage in ancient Egypt was primarily a social and economic contract, ensuring the continuation of the family line. These unions were meticulously documented, often involving detailed contracts that outlined the responsibilities and expectations of both parties. Marriages were often arranged to forge alliances and secure advantageous social connections. These alliances were not just personal, but also political, strengthening ties between powerful families and communities. Most marriages were monogamous, although men of high status could take secondary wives or concubines. This practice was more common among the elite, reflecting their wealth and social standing. Women had a degree of protection within marriage, with laws safeguarding their property rights and inheritance. These laws ensured that women could maintain some level of independence and security, even within a patriarchal society. Divorce was a possibility for both men and women, albeit with certain social and economic consequences. The process could be complex, often involving negotiations over property and custody of children. Children were highly valued, and families celebrated their arrival with joy. The birth of a child was seen as a blessing, and elaborate ceremonies were often held to mark the occasion. Parents doted on their children, providing them with toys, games, and affection. This nurturing environment was crucial for the child's development and future role in society. Inheritance played a crucial role, typically passing through the male line, with sons inheriting from their fathers. This ensured the continuity of the family name and the preservation of wealth and property. Daughters could inherit property, and in some cases even the throne, if there were no male heirs. This was particularly true in royal families, where the absence of a male heir could lead to a daughter ascending to power, ensuring the stability of the dynasty. Furnishing the past homes and possessions, the homes of ancient Egyptians, whether modest mud brick dwellings or grand estates, were spaces where daily life unfolded. These homes were not just shelters, but the heart of family life, where traditions and daily routines were carried out. Most homes were designed around a central courtyard, providing light and ventilation. This architectural feature was crucial in the hot climate, ensuring that the living spaces remained cool and comfortable. This open space often served as an extension of the living area where families gathered for meals and socializing. It was a place for children to play, for adults to work, and for everyone to relax and enjoy each other's company. Furniture was typically simple and functional, with wooden frames covered with woven mats for beds. These beds provided a basic yet comfortable place to rest after a day's work. Chests and boxes stored clothing and personal belongings, while pottery vessels held food and drink. These storage solutions were essential for keeping the home organized and ensuring that daily necessities were easily accessible. Wealthier homes had brightly colored paintings depicting scenes from daily life and religious rituals. These artworks added a touch of elegance and reflected the homeowner's taste and social status. These murals beautified the home and served as visual reminders of the homeowner's status and beliefs. They often depicted gods, goddesses, and significant events, reinforcing the cultural and religious values of the time. The possessions found in Egyptian homes provide valuable insights into the lifestyles and beliefs of the people who lived in them. From everyday items to decorative pieces, each object tells a story about the ancient Egyptians' way of life, their values and their aspirations. A child's world upbringing and education in the Nile Valley. Childhood in ancient Egypt was a crucial period of preparation for adulthood. Children were nurtured in environments where they were taught the skills and values essential for their future roles in society. Education was highly valued, with literacy seen as a mark of social distinction. Boys from wealthy families often received formal education at temple schools, learning to read and write hieroglyphs. Girls were educated at home in domestic skills like weaving and managing the household. Play was an integral part of childhood, with children engaging in a variety of games and activities. The transition to adulthood was marked by rituals and ceremonies, signifying readiness for marriage, family, and societal contributions. Our understanding of ancient Egyptian family life has been shaped by centuries of scholarship and archaeological discoveries. The Victorian era often projected its own values onto the past, interpreting ancient Egyptian society through a lens of patriarchy. As archaeological evidence has accumulated, our understanding of gender roles and family dynamics has become more nuanced. Legal documents, tomb inscriptions, and artistic representations depicting women in positions of authority have challenged traditional interpretations. By acknowledging the diversity of human experience, we gain a more accurate understanding of the past. Have you ever pondered about the mysteries shrouded in the sun-kissed sands of ancient Egypt? A land steeped in history, Egypt is an enigma that continues to captivate the world. Its ancient civilization, dating back thousands of years, offers a treasure trove of archaeological wonders and historical significance. The allure of its pyramids, temples, and tombs have drawn inquisitive minds from every corner of the globe, each keen to unlock the secrets of the past. We will traverse the land of the Pharaohs, discovering the architectural marvels of Giza, the enigmatic Sphinx, the royal tombs in the Valley of the Kings, the Grand Temple of Karnak, and the awe-inspiring Abu Simbel. Not to forget the Egyptian Museum that houses a myriad of ancient artifacts. Each place a testament to the ingenuity and sophistication of a civilization that once was. Join us as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the top 10 places in Egypt that every history and archaeology enthusiast must visit. What would a voyage to Egypt be without beholding the grandeur of the pyramids of Giza? More than just colossal gravestones, these pyramids are a profound testament to the ancient Egyptians' architectural genius, their understanding of mathematics, and their deep fascination with the cosmos. Constructed around 4,500 years ago, these structures were designed as eternal resting places for pharaohs, the god-kings of their time. The largest of these, the Great Pyramid, was built for the pharaoh Khufu and comprised of over 2 million stone blocks. These pyramids also served as a celestial map, their precise alignment with the stars of Orion's belt reflecting the ancient Egyptians' belief in the pharaoh's divine ascension to the heavens. Their construction remains a mystery that continues to baffle the brightest minds. With no evidence of advanced tools or machinery, the sheer scale and precision of these structures are a marvel to behold. The pyramids of Giza, standing tall as a testament to ancient Egypt's architectural prowess and understanding of mathematics and astronomy. A stone's throw away from the pyramids, the Great Sphinx guards the Giza Plateau. This colossal statue, carved from a single piece of limestone, is a testament to the grandeur and mystery of ancient Egyptian civilization. The Sphinx, with the body of a lion and the head of a human, stretches over 200 feet in length and stands over 60 feet high. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, sparking debates amongst historians and archaeologists. Some believe it was built by the pharaoh Khafra around 2500 BC, while others suggest it may be far older. Its purpose, too, is a subject of speculation. Was it a celestial marker, a guardian of the sacred Giza plateau, or a monument to a god? The Sphinx has weathered time and the elements, its features eroded, yet its imposing presence remains. The Sphinx, an enduring enigma, continues to captivate archaeologists and history buffs alike. Now we journey to the Valley of the Kings, the final resting place of Egypt's pharaohs. Tucked away in the heart of the Theban hills, this valley is a sacred cradle of history, a place where the sun sets on the glorious reigns of pharaohs. It was here, in this royal burial ground, that archaeologists unmasked the secrets of ancient Egyptian civilization. The discovery of the valley was a monumental leap for archaeology, a portal into the past that revealed the regal splendor of the New Kingdom era. Within the valley's depths lay a labyrinth of tombs, each a sanctuary for the royal dead. Among them, the tomb of Tutankhamun, the boy king, stands out. Unearthed intact, it unveiled a treasure trove of artifacts, casting light on the life and death of the young pharaoh. The Valley of the Kings, a silent witness to the opulence and power of the pharaohs. Next we explore the Temple of Karnak, a vast complex of sanctuaries and pylons. This awe-inspiring site was built over 2,000 years, with each pharaoh adding their touch, creating an architectural timeline of ancient Egypt. The temple, dedicated to the Theban triad of Amun, Mut and Khonsu, was more than a place of worship. It was the heart of Egypt's religious life, a vibrant city of priests. The temple's construction reflects the grandeur of the pharaohs who sought to please the gods with their architectural prowess. Every stone, every statue, every obelisk stands as a testament to their devotion. The hypostyle hall, with its towering columns reaching towards the heavens, is a sight to behold, symbolizing the reeds of the primordial mound, where Amun, the king of gods, first appeared. The Temple of Karnak, a magnificent tribute to the gods of ancient Egypt, a place where the divine met the terrestrial, where the gods walked among mortals, and where history was etched in stone. As we journey further south, we are greeted by the colossal statues of Abu Simbel. Carved directly into the mountainside during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II, this ancient temple is a testament to Egypt's architectural genius. For more than 3,000 years, these gigantic effigies have stood guard, their gazes eternally fixed upon the southern frontier. But the survival of Abu Simbel was threatened in the mid-20th century with the construction of the Aswan High Dam. The rising waters of the Nile threatened to submerge the temple forever. However, an international effort led by UNESCO saved the day. The entire temple complex was painstakingly dismantled and relocated to higher ground. This significant feat of engineering preserved Abu Simbel for future generations to marvel at and learn from. Abu Simbel, a symbol of ancient Egypt's power and grandeur that continues to astonish us to this day. Back in Cairo, the Egyptian Museum houses a treasure trove of artifacts. This grand edifice, brimming with the tales of a bygone era, is a veritable labyrinth of history. Each exhibit, each artifact, is a page from the expansive book of ancient Egypt, inviting us to read, to explore, to understand. Among the myriad of treasures, the museum's collection boasts the riches of Tutankhamun. These priceless artifacts, found in the young pharaoh's tomb, offer a glittering glimpse into the opulence of royal life. The golden death mask, the intricate jewelry, the ornate chariots, each piece tells a story of power, of wealth, of a civilization steeped in mystique. The museum's royal mummy room is another jewel in its crown. Here, ancient kings and queens lie in serene repose, their faces frozen in time, their stories echoing through the millennia. The Egyptian Museum, a gateway to understanding the rich, complex tapestry of ancient Egyptian history. As we come to the end of our journey, one thing is clear. The allure of ancient Egypt is timeless. Traveling through this land, we've seen the enduring majesty of the pyramids of Giza, standing tall as a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. We've gazed upon the Great Sphinx, an enigmatic figure that has puzzled scholars for centuries. We've ventured into the Valley of the Kings, where the tombs of Egypt's greatest pharaohs lie in eternal slumber. We've marveled at the grandeur of the Temple of Karnak, a sprawling complex that resonates with the divine. We've admired the colossal statues of Abu Simbel, carved from the living rock to honor the gods and the mighty pharaoh Ramses II. And finally, we've explored the Egyptian Museum, a treasure trove of artifacts that tell us the stories of a civilization that was centuries ahead of its time. Each of these places holds a piece of the intricate puzzle that is Egypt's ancient history. But remember, this is far from the end. The sands of Egypt still hide many secrets waiting to be unearthed. Every year, archaeologists from around the globe make new discoveries that add more depth to our understanding of this remarkable civilization. The allure of the unknown, the thrill of the find, the joy of solving a mystery that's thousands of years old. This is what makes Egypt a dream destination for archaeologists and history enthusiasts alike. The past is a vast and fascinating place, and Egypt is one of its most captivating chapters. It's a story that's still being written, with every new discovery adding another layer to our understanding. So, while our journey may be ending for today, the exploration of Egypt's ancient wonders continues. Whether you're a history enthusiast, an archaeologist, or simply curious, Egypt's ancient wonders are waiting to be explored. Until then, keep the spirit of discovery alive. Ancient Egypt, a land of towering pyramids, enigmatic pharaohs, and a rich tapestry of gods and goddesses. This ancient civilization, with its grand monuments and intricate mythology, has fascinated historians and enthusiasts alike for centuries. It is here, on the fertile banks of the Nile, that our story begins. The river, a lifeline for the people, provided the sustenance needed for agriculture and the flourishing of civilization. Legend tells of a time when the god Seth, consumed by jealousy, murdered his brother Osiris. This act of betrayal set off a chain of events that would forever change the course of Egyptian mythology. Osiris's son Horus sought to avenge his father and reclaim his rightful place as ruler. Horus, the falcon-headed god, was determined to restore balance and justice to the land. In a fierce battle with Seth, Horus lost an eye. This battle was not just a physical confrontation, but a cosmic struggle between order and chaos. From this lost eye, a single tear fell to the earth. This tear, filled with divine power and sorrow, held the essence of Horus's sacrifice and determination. This tear, imbued with the divine essence of Horus, sprouted into the first grapevine. The vine, nurtured by the gods, grew strong and bore fruit that would become a sacred elixir. Thus, wine was born, a gift from the gods to mortals. This divine beverage was believed to carry the blessings and power of the gods themselves. This captivating myth highlights the profound significance of wine in ancient Egyptian culture. It was revered not just for its taste, but for its spiritual and symbolic meanings. It was more than just a beverage. It was a symbol of life, death, and resurrection. Wine played a crucial role in rituals and ceremonies, symbolizing the eternal cycle of life and the afterlife. Wine was intricately woven into the fabric of Egyptian society, playing a pivotal role in their religious ceremonies, economic activities, and daily lives. From the grand feasts of the pharaohs to the humble gatherings of common folk, wine was a cherished part of their existence, a tribute to the enduring legacy of this ancient civilization. The cultivation of vineyards and the production of wine were sophisticated processes reflecting the ingenuity and dedication of the ancient Egyptians. They developed advanced techniques for growing grapes and fermenting wine, ensuring a steady supply of this precious liquid. Wine also played a significant role in the economy of ancient Egypt. It was traded extensively, both within the kingdom and with neighbouring regions. This trade not only brought wealth but also facilitated cultural exchanges, spreading the influence of Egyptian wine far and wide. In religious rituals, wine was offered to the gods as a symbol of devotion and reverence. It was believed that the gods themselves partook in these offerings, further sanctifying the bond between the divine and the mortal realms. Festivals and celebrations often featured wine prominently, as it was a symbol of joy and abundance. These gatherings were occasions for the community to come together, share in the bounty of the land, and honour the gods who blessed them with this divine gift. The legacy of wine in ancient Egypt is preserved in their art and artifacts. From intricate depictions on tomb walls to the discovery of ancient wine jars, these remnants offer a glimpse into the cultural and spiritual significance of wine in this remarkable civilization. Today, the echoes of this ancient tradition can still be felt. The vineyards of modern-day Egypt stand as a tribute to the enduring legacy of their ancestors, who first cultivated the divine grapevine and crafted the sacred elixir that would become a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. Archaeological evidence suggests that winemaking in Egypt dates back to 3150 BCE. This ancient practice has been uncovered through the discovery of pottery shards and remnants of wine jars, providing a glimpse into the sophisticated techniques used by the Egyptians. This places it among the earliest known centres of viticulture in the world. The fertile lands along the Nile provided ideal conditions for grape cultivation, making Egypt a prominent player in the early history of winemaking. The ancient Egyptians were skilled vintners, cultivating vineyards along the Nile Delta and producing a variety of wines. These vineyards were meticulously maintained, with workers tending to the vines and ensuring a bountiful harvest each season. The importance of wine is evident in numerous historical texts and tomb paintings. These artworks and writings not only highlight the cultural significance of wine, but also provide detailed accounts of its production and consumption. Wine is frequently mentioned in hieroglyphic inscriptions, often alongside offerings to the gods. These inscriptions reveal that wine was considered a sacred beverage used in religious ceremonies and rituals to honor the deities. Elaborate scenes depict the entire winemaking process, from harvesting grapes to pressing and fermentation. These depictions show the labor-intensive methods employed by the Egyptians, highlighting their dedication to producing high-quality wine. Wine was enjoyed by people from all walks of life, from the pharaoh to the peasant. It was a symbol of social status and celebration, often consumed during feasts and special occasions. It was a staple of the Egyptian diet, consumed daily with meals. Wine accompanied a variety of dishes, enhancing the flavors and making everyday dining a more enjoyable experience. Wine was also an important trade commodity, exported to neighboring lands. The trade of wine helped to establish and strengthen Egypt's connections with other cultures and civilizations, and contributing to Egypt's economic prosperity. The wine trade played a crucial role in the economic development of ancient Egypt, providing wealth and resources that supported the growth of the civilization. The Egyptians also developed advanced methods for storing and preserving wine. Large wine cellars and storage jars were used to keep the wine fresh, ensuring that it could be enjoyed throughout the year. Wine was central to many festivals and celebrations, often used in religious ceremonies to honor the gods. These events were marked by elaborate feasts and communal gatherings where wine flowed freely. The vessels used to store and serve wine were often beautifully decorated, reflecting the importance of wine in Egyptian society. These ornate containers were crafted with great care and skill, showcasing the artistry of the ancient Egyptians. Some wine jars even featured labels and inscriptions indicating the type of wine and its origin. These markings provide valuable insights into the varieties of wine produced and the regions where they were made. The Egyptians were also connoisseurs of wine, with a keen appreciation for its quality and flavor. While wine flowed freely in ancient Egypt, another liquid held equal, if not greater, importance: oil. Just as the Nile nourished their vineyards, it also provided the raw materials for a diverse range of oils, each with unique properties and applications. These oils were not mere cooking ingredients, they were the lifeblood of ancient Egyptian society. They illuminated their homes, adorned their bodies, and played a central role in their religious ceremonies. From the humblest peasant to the mighty pharaoh, life in ancient Egypt was intricately intertwined with the versatile gifts of oil. The production of oil was a meticulous process involving the careful selection and pressing of various plants and seeds. Oils were stored in beautifully crafted jars and amphoras, and they were traded extensively both within Egypt and with neighbouring regions. In daily life, oils were used for cooking, medicinal purposes, and even in beauty rituals, highlighting their multifaceted importance. Temples and religious sites often received offerings of oil, symbolizing purity and devotion, as depicted in numerous hieroglyphs and artworks. During festivals and celebrations, oil lamps would light up the night, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere that brought communities together. Truly, the story of ancient Egypt cannot be told without acknowledging the profound impact of oil on every aspect of their civilization. The ancient Egyptians were masters of extracting oils from a variety of sources. They developed sophisticated techniques to ensure the highest quality of oil. While olives were not native to Egypt, they cultivated other oil-rich plants along the Nile Valley. The fertile soil and abundant water supply made it an ideal location for growing these plants. Flax, sesame, castor beans, and moringa seeds were all prized for their oil content. Each plant had its own unique properties and uses, making them valuable commodities in ancient Egyptian society. These oils had a multitude of uses, reflecting the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the ancient Egyptians. They were stored in specially designed containers to preserve their quality and potency. They served as fuel for lamps, providing light in homes and temples. The soft, steady glow of oil lamps was essential for daily life and religious ceremonies. They were incorporated into cosmetics, perfumes, and ointments, enhancing beauty and promoting hygiene. Oils were mixed with various herbs and flowers to create luxurious and fragrant products. Oils were also indispensable in religious rituals. They were believed to have purifying and protective properties, making them essential for sacred ceremonies. They were used to anoint sacred objects, consecrate temples, and embalm the dead. The process of embalming was intricate and required large quantities of oil to preserve the body for the afterlife. Each type of oil possessed unique properties that dictated its specific uses. These oils were not just commodities, they were integral to the daily lives and spiritual practices of the ancient Egyptians. Castor oil, extracted from castor beans, was highly valued for its medicinal properties. The ancient Egyptians recognized its potent healing abilities and incorporated it into their medical practices. It was used as a laxative, an anti-inflammatory agent, and even as a labor inducer. Castor oil's versatility made it a staple in ancient Egyptian medicine, often prescribed by healers for various ailments. Sesame oil, with its pleasant aroma and long shelf life, was a staple in Egyptian kitchens. It was not only valued for its culinary uses, but also for its nutritional benefits. It was used for cooking, baking, and as a flavor enhancer. The rich, nutty flavor of sesame oil added depth to many traditional dishes, making it a favorite among ancient chefs. Sesame oil was also a key ingredient in perfumes and cosmetics. Its ability to blend well with other ingredients made it ideal for creating luxurious beauty products. Moringa oil, extracted from the seeds of the moringa tree, was prized for its moisturizing and healing properties. The ancient Egyptians used it extensively in their skincare routines. It was used to treat skin conditions, heal wounds, and protect the skin from the harsh desert sun. Moringa oil's protective qualities were essential for maintaining healthy skin in the arid climate. Moringa oil was also used in religious ceremonies, symbolizing purity and renewal. Its sacred status underscored the deep connection between the Egyptians and their natural environment, highlighting the spiritual significance of these ancient oils. The trade of these oils was a significant aspect of the ancient Egyptian economy. Markets were bustling with merchants, trading these precious oils, which were highly sought after both locally and in foreign lands. Oils were transported along the Nile and beyond, reaching distant lands through extensive trade networks. Wine and oil, two seemingly simple liquids, played a profound role in shaping ancient Egyptian culture and society. These liquids were not just for consumption, they were deeply woven into the fabric of daily life and spiritual practices. They were not merely consumables, but integral elements of their religious beliefs, economic activities and daily lives. The use of wine and oil extended beyond the mundane, reaching into the sacred and the ceremonial. From the tears of Horus to the fertile banks of the Nile, wine and oil flowed through the veins of ancient Egypt, leaving an indelible mark on their history. Today, as we explore the ruins and artifacts of ancient Egypt, we gain a deeper understanding of how wine and oil were more than just commodities. They were symbols of life, sustenance and divine connection, bridging the past with the present. The story of wine and oil in ancient Egypt is a testament to the civilization's enduring legacy. As the sun sets over the Nile, we are reminded of the timeless nature of these elements and their everlasting impact on history. Have you ever pondered what secrets the ancient city of Petra, Jordan, might hold? Nestled amid rugged desert canyons and mountains, this archaeological wonder whispers tales of a time long past. Petra, often referred to as the Rose City due to the colour of the stone from which it is carved, is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of a civilization lost in the sands of time. Like an artist's masterpiece etched onto the canvas of the earth, Petra stands in the southern part of Jordan, a country rich with history and culture. Its exact origins, however, remain shrouded in mystery. Some believe that it was established as early as the 4th century BC, while others argue that its roots stretch even further back into the mists of time. What we do know is that Petra's grandeur, preserved over millennia, continues to captivate us with its allure. The city's intricate architecture, carved directly from the mountainsides, tells a story of a people skilled beyond their time. These were the Nabateans, traditionally thought to have been the masterminds behind Petra's construction. This ancient civilization, once nomadic, settled in the region, transforming an inhospitable desert landscape into a bustling metropolis. The Nabateans were more than mere architects. They were traders, diplomats and engineers who managed to harness the scarce desert water through a complex network of dams, channels and reservoirs. This, coupled with their strategic location along the trade routes, allowed them to thrive in a region where survival was a constant challenge. Their legacy, the city of Petra, is a testament to their resilience and innovation. Its magnificent structures, such as Al-Khazneh or the Treasury and the monastery, are marvels that continue to astonish archaeologists and visitors alike. But who exactly were the Nabateans? And how did they manage to carve out an existence, let alone an entire city, in such a harsh environment? The story of Petra begins with the Nabateans, a nomadic tribe that rose to prominence in the region. As we peel back the layers of history, let's delve deeper into the lives of these remarkable people and the enigmatic city they left behind. The Nabateans, a nomadic tribe, found a home amidst the rugged desert cliffs. These people, whose origins remain shrouded in mystery, stumbled upon a barren, inhospitable landscape and saw an opportunity. They envisioned a sanctuary, a fortress hidden from the prying eyes of the world. And so began the rise of the Nabateans. The barren cliffs of southern Jordan's desert were an unlikely place for a civilization to flourish. But the Nabateans, with their indomitable spirit and tenacity, turned these cliffs into a canvas for their architectural prowess. With nothing more than rudimentary tools and their bare hands, they carved the city of Petra out of the rock. This monumental feat not only showcased their remarkable skill, but also their vision and determination. The result was a city of unparalleled beauty, its grandeur echoing through the ages. But the Nabateans were not just skilled architects. Their true genius lay in their ability to adapt and thrive in a harsh desert environment. They developed an intricate and sophisticated water management system, capturing every precious drop of the sparse rainfall. This system, complete with dams, channels and reservoirs, ensured a steady supply of water throughout the year, making life possible in the heart of the desert. The Nabateans were also master traders, their city Petra becoming a crucial junction for the silk and spice routes that linked China, India, Egypt, Greece and Rome. This strategic location, coupled with their control over the water resources, cemented their power and wealth. The Nabateans, once a nomadic tribe, were now masters of a thriving city, their influence spreading far and wide. Their story serves as a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. In the face of adversity, they not only survived but thrived, creating a civilization that would leave its mark on history. Through their ingenuity, the Nabateans transformed a desolate desert into a thriving city. At its peak, Petra was a bustling metropolis, a testament to the Nabateans' skill and vision. Indeed, this city carved from stone was more than just an architectural marvel. It was a hub of trade and culture, a testament to the ingenuity of its builders. The Golden Age of Petra, from the 1st century BC to the 1st century AD, was a time of remarkable growth and prosperity. It was during this period that the Nabateans transformed Petra from a mere caravan stop into a vibrant city of breathtaking beauty and economic significance. The city's architectural wonders, carved directly into the rose-red cliffs, are an awe-inspiring testament to the Nabateans' advanced engineering skills. The iconic treasury, or Al-Khazne, with its ornate facade towering over 40 meters high, is a remarkable example of these. Not far from it stands the larger yet equally impressive monastery, an architectural feat that reflects the city's rich cultural heritage. But Petra was not just a city of beautiful buildings. It was a bustling trade hub, strategically located at the crossroads of important trade routes that linked China, India, Egypt, Greece and Rome. The Nabateans capitalized on this advantageous position, establishing Petra as a vital center for the trade of frankincense, myrrh and spices. This golden age also saw a flourishing of culture in Petra. The city was a melting pot of traditions and influences, from the Greco-Roman architecture to the local Bedouin customs. The Nabateans were not just skilled architects and traders, they were also artists, poets and philosophers, adding a rich layer of cultural depth to their thriving city. Yet perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Petra's golden age was how the city seemed to defy its harsh desert surroundings. With an ingenious water management system, the Nabateans turned this rugged landscape into a thriving metropolis, a beacon of civilization in the heart of the desert. Petra was a beacon of civilization in the heart of the desert, a city that seemed to defy the harshness of its surroundings. A testament to the Nabateans' skill and vision, Petra remains a symbol of human resilience and ingenuity, a city whose golden age continues to inspire us today. But like all great cities, Petra too would face its decline. The downfall of Petra was a combination of both natural and man-made factors. The city's economic prosperity was largely due to its strategic position on lucrative trade routes. However, the winds of change began to blow. The rise of sea trading routes undermined Petra's overland trade monopoly. As goods began to flow around the Arabian Peninsula, Petra's importance dwindled. The city's wealth, once overflowing, began to ebb away, leaving a vulnerable city in its wake. The second blow came with the Roman annexation. In the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire, in its quest for expansion, absorbed Petra. The Nabateans were now Roman subjects, their city a mere province in a vast empire. The Romans brought with them their architectural style, which gradually replaced the unique Nabatean structures. The identity of Petra was slowly but surely being erased. As centuries passed, Petra's fortunes continued to wane. The city that once thrived with life and commerce started to show signs of decay. The buildings, once magnificent, now stood like silent witnesses to the city's past glory. The bustling streets became quieter, and the vibrant city life began to fade. In the 4th century AD, a massive earthquake struck Petra, causing extensive damage. This was the final blow to the city. The few remaining inhabitants were forced to leave, abandoning the once vibrant city to the ravages of time and nature. Petra, once a bustling metropolis, was now a ghost town. For centuries the city was forgotten. Its grandeur, its history, its very existence slipped into oblivion. The sandstorms of time swept over the forgotten city, hiding it away from the world. Petra, once a beacon of civilization, was now lost in the annals of history. Once a vibrant city, Petra slowly faded into oblivion, its grandeur forgotten. Lost to the sands of time, Petra lay hidden until the 19th century. This enigmatic city was shrouded in mystery, its existence known only in ancient texts and local folklore, until Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt stumbled upon it in the year 1812. Disguised as an Arab traveller, Burckhardt persuaded his guide to take him to the ruins, thus unveiling Petra's grandeur to the Western world. Following this remarkable rediscovery, Petra sparked curiosity and fascination among explorers and scholars alike. Expeditions were launched, archaeologists descended, and slowly the ancient city began to reveal its secrets. From the ornate tombs carved into rose-red cliffs to the intricate water conduit system, each discovery painted a vivid picture of a civilization that was both technologically advanced and artistically sophisticated. Yet, the archaeological work in Petra is far from over. With 70% of the city still buried underground, each new excavation brings us one step closer to understanding the enigma that is Petra. As the years roll on, the city continues to yield new clues about the life and culture of the Nabateans, their architectural prowess, and their ingenious adaptation to the harsh desert environment. In 1985, Petra was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a testament to its historical significance and architectural beauty. A couple of decades later, in 2007, its fame reached new heights when it was voted as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. These accolades have not only cemented Petra's place in history, but have also sparked a renewed interest in its preservation and study. Today, Petra stands as a monument to a bygone era, its sandstone walls whispering tales of a glorious past. As we delve deeper into its history, we are continually reminded of the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. Petra, once lost and forgotten, has risen from the sands of time to tell its story, a story that continues to unfold with each passing day.